Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. Hi, I'm Patrick Marin, Game Master for the evening. I bet you're wondering why I've called you here tonight.
Am
Ladies and gentlemen,
I?
worth it for the face palms every time. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
Good.
Slices and Dices. Once again, I am not Matthew Gordon. I am your new torturer for the evening. My name is Patrick Marin, and I will be your game master, your GMPM for tonight's Escape
Woo.
from New York, Act
Woo.
2.
Yeah.
Bless you. Gonna get them all in. I'm gonna get them all in and out of the way now because I'm not gonna have any fun when these fuckers start up. We are gonna have a blast tonight, guys, because we are continuing Escape from New York, the Everyday Heroes cinematic module adventure. With me, as always, are your fantastic players. Actually, you know what? Precocious prisoners. Say hi, precocious prisoners.
Hi, precocious prisoners.
Hi.
I don't like that.
I'm gonna steal from everybody because bad artists copy and good dungeon masters steal.
Amen to that.
You have all been caught in a bank heist, arrested, brought to New York Max Penitentiary, Staten Island, ferried in under the assignment of one General Hawk to go and disable a bomb acquired by the NLFA in the future of 1993. You are all hereby able to gain your pardons if you go on this particular suicide mission and make your way out, saving the city and escaping from New York. In our first adventure, we got the setup, we got the story, we got the understanding of what things would look like for Snake Plissken in 7 or so years, I think now. No, so
4.
5-6 years from now.
Four
years from now. 4 years from now. 4 years from now. And you are working your way north to the Empire State Building. A radio tower on the 79th floor, I believe, is the site, supposedly, of the arming code and possibly the briefcase for a bomb planted in New York Max Penitentiary. 4 unnamed prisoners, Alpha, Delta, Echo, and Charlie, Art Deco, are working their way as a team to try and get further in to New York Max, to get what they need done, to get out, to get their pardons, to get their sentence cut short, and to get the hell out of Dodge. So let's jump right back into it from the end of the street fight.
Yeah.
We were ambushed in an alley because the gangs of New York are not just at the 5 points, and they are not just set in the past with Daniel Day-Lewis, but the gangs of New York are, in fact, all over this fantastic map brought to us by the fine people enjoying and creating with Everyday Heroes and Evil Genius Games. So we're going to zoom on out here so that everyone at home who can see me in the middle big screen there can see this gorgeous, super wireframe green 3D rendering map, just like Escape from New York, the movie. And we can look at these different sections all spread out here with the wharf rats, hippies, flying dragons, Angels Army, Broadway Boys, and other gang territories here on New York Max. Our fine characters over here, for the sake of the tokens, have made their way from the Statue of Liberty, landing at the ferry, and working their way north by street, choosing to opt for the dangerous streets of New York rather than be stuck underground in a killbox of a tunnel. Having worked their way almost to Herald Square,
Oh.
the gang spent some time, working their way up to Herald Square and the Empire State
Working
Building.
our way uptown. That's true. We're getting there.
Riding a piano. The gang managed to get themselves past a series of potential troubles with a good set of stealth rolls, and only got encountered when they pissed off their friendly hippie gang, Steve, who managed to drag some people after them because you don't just say no to walking into my trap. You've got to get shot at.
You say
how encounters
no,
work.
and then you kill some people.
But having successfully begun to play with the tactics and helping us test out this brand new system for all you brand new watchers and listeners, we are in fact taking a breather with a chance to heal up. But the clock, as always, is ticking. It's been about 2 hours since you landed on New York Max. what, my dear players, would you like to do to start today's session?
Does anybody need healing? Because I've got the first aid kit. I got plenty of Gatorade up in the backpack here.
I could use a little. If I'm going to continue to be a damage sponge.
Then Patrick, how do we use my first aid kit?
Megan, that's a great question. Thank you for talking.
How does healing work in this game?
Yes,
Healing works
exactly.
in this game in a very particular fashion, and that page was not the page of bookmark. Great, this is awesome audio
Sorry.
and visual. Here we go. No, it's fine. I had it and then I didn't. First aid kit. F. First aid kit. Nope, that's not the one I want. Okay.
I know he chose me because I've got medicine.
Restoring lost hit points is on page 236.
This is
why Sarah inevitably will house you in every game, because she has every rule book and she's just she's like the Flash when it comes to like she's just like, oh, rules. Oh, did someone say rules?
What? Hold on. Let me whip this PDF out. Okay.
We're just gonna call her Sarah the Index Pen Chef Martin. You know, it's like
no, it's Penchapedia.
Yes,
Penchapedia. Yeah. I will be the Penchapedia. I like it.
Thank you, Penchapedia. On page 236,
let's
restoring
see.
lost hit points. Heroes can restore lost hit points in a number of ways. Taking time for rest and recuperation can allow characters to regain their fighting spirit, as can restoring hit points through medical care and attention. Heroes can restore only up to their hit point maximum, ignoring any additional points that would otherwise be restored. Many modes of restoring hit points involve spending hit dice, usually by rolling those hit dice to see how many hit points are recovered, typically regained during a long rest. But since this is a 1-day, 24-hour high-stress situation, you guys get 3 short rests instead of long rests. So you are going to be able to re-roll a number of hit dice up to your level in your class of choice, which should be right there on your character sheets for you with these brand new handy character sheets in Roll20. So feel free to roll up those hit dice so people can see that you're getting your hit
here we
points
go.
back.
But before we do that,
yes.
Next page, medical care during rest. When a hero takes a short rest, their healing can be improved through medical attention. This requires a first aid kit or other medical supplies can be used by the hero or by another character providing the medical attention. The care provider must attempt a DC 10 medicine check. On a success, any characters being cared for gain a re-roll of each hit die they spent.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, awesome.
Do you lose the med kit if you use it?
It does not say so, no.
Right.
As long as you got one, it does not go away.
Who needs healing? And I'll...
it says any characters who work to care for one or more other characters during a long rest or helps a character doing so can't restore hit points themselves. So don't do this if you need to heal yourself.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm decent. I only got touched a little bit in that last fight.
Yeah, me too. I'm 39 out of 43.
Yeah, I'm 44 out of 60, but considering how much damage I should have taken, that's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, you should heal up.
But yeah, if we're willing to short rest, I'll roll a couple hit dice if Megan wants to help me and offer me those rolls.
I will definitely help you. Just so everyone knows, like, I'm a little bit squishier, so I'm at 21 out of 27, but I'm gonna try to stay because I'm the one that's got the med kit. So all that to say, please jump in front of bullets for me. Thanks. Medicine check.
On it. I am here for you. That is what my character is built for.
Yeah,
and I am here for you as the person with the med kit and the medicine experience.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a cult leader kind of thing to do, so I'm going to go ahead and say no to that one.
And just no to that. Well, aren't you squishy
Delegation.
too?
It's important in every group, whether it's a religious one, a political one, or a cult.
Yeah, we don't want me rolling my own medicine checks. That's a terrible idea.
All right.
Are we still in the alleyway?
Oh,
24.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Crackling of trash can fires.
So let's see what my first hit die is. Oh, well, I'll just keep that. That's cool.
Great.
You
can roll more if you need.
You know what? I'm only 4 down now. I'm cool with being 4 down. Because if we've got 2 more short rests coming to us, and I'm not going to get any of my hit dice back, I'm going to save them because I'll probably need them later.
There you go.
Strategic expenditure of my 5 hit dice. But thank you for the reroll I ended up not needing because I rolled max.
All good.
Well, I didn't roll max, but I technically, theoretically, that was an 8. It doesn't say that I have to take the new roll. It just says I get a re-roll. So just for shits and giggles. Nope, it was good that I did what I did.
There you go.
Oh, you got to take it.
No, I don't.
I would like to, if I may,
Market.
go over to, if I remember correctly, there was a guy with some sort of rifle shooting at us from a window.
Right.
That
Yes.
John Woo
Yes,
style
there was.
fell out of the window. And I want to see if that rifle is on his person.
Yes, the hippie enforcers. No, they were throwing bricks at you, and then there was one with the guns.
There was one with
I
a gun.
think they had just as a gang soldier. Pocket. No, maybe it was.
It's magically despawned. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It was floating and bouncing as I walked up to it, and then right when I got to it, it disappeared.
You got to it, and then suddenly it was floating 20 feet in the air above you.
Yeah.
I've been getting some real weird Skyrim glitches lately, including NPCs floating 20 feet in the air when I need to talk to them.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're going to use the NFL
It's an update.
LFA soldier stats, which is an MP5.
Oh, shit.
That is a crit on 20.
It's a good gun.
Nice.
Bonus 4. Penetration value 2.
Nice.
Damage is 1d10 plus 3. Ballistic. 30 rounds, and it's a bonus action to reload.
Damn, that's a good gun.
Your range is 100.
So that's not as good as the handgun. 1d10 plus 3?
Correct.
Yeah, but it's got more rounds.
I think the widespread round and the longer range.
Does it have like the ability to go full auto? I don't know what the full auto status of these guns are.
Yes, if armed with a weapon with the full auto property, they can take the suppressive fire action. Instead of normal effects, they can choose to give half cover to one of their allies.
Oh, I'm gonna pick that up.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna walk over to Charlie, and I'm gonna like take it, just like kind of push it against his chest.
Her chest,
not pointing it at him.
Their chest,
like giving it to him. Their chest.
Her. Close enough.
And I'm gonna say, next time somebody shoots at you, shoot back, and then I'm gonna turn around and walk away, like leaving him the gun. My character does not respect any of his nonsense. Me as a player does. Me as Alpha does not.
Fair enough.
Marcus, as a badass start and getting us back into the vibes of a gritty '80s movie, please take an inspiration point.
Nice. Good job.
Nice.
Charlie Charlie looks at the MP5 machine gun like she's holding like a hairless cat. Like,
cuddled.
Thank you for reminding me that I have an inspiration point from last session.
Me too.
So Charlie has no skill with a gun at all. So Charlie sort of like picks it up and just sort of like wobbly holds it out. Maybe like holds it, like trying not to like. Oh. Delta.
Boy, it goes the other way.
Delta.
What?
Dear, would you mind coming over here?
Delta is a little busy investigating the bodies to see if they have radios. Just for the record, I want that stated as I would like to do that.
Roll me an investigation check, but yes.
Okay.
Passively looting the bodies.
A little. 28.
Passive looting. I like it.
On a 28, you find a pocket radio, but not the kind that you're looking for. In this case, the group that you would want to have the type of walkie-talkie radios that would make Delta happy are, in fact, NLFA soldiers. So they are not going to be found on the hippie enforcers. You do, however, find a Walkman-sized pocket radio where you can tune into different channels and at least listen to whatever is being broadcast.
Okay. All right, that'll be good for
at home who may be too young to remember this. Radios were the things we had before iPods and before Spotify and Pandora. You would physically have to tune into an AM/FM radio station and do your own work to find the kind of music you wanted to listen to. And you didn't get to type it in, kids. You had to wait and see what the DJ played on the records.
You were fancy. You had a Walkman that played a tape and had a radio player.
Fun saying it.
It's true.
I was never that fancy.
I do have my pocket Walkman here somewhere. Brand new. Yeah. I've got a MP3 to cassette recorder.
Hey,
you can't see it. I've got my blur background. It doesn't matter.
Blurred it out.
Hey, Patrick.
Guys, we are here. We are having fun, and Megan now has a radio. Yes, Matt.
Question for you. I want to show off the awesome Roll20 ability for any player to grab something from the compendium and drag it into your character sheet and therefore give you the weapon. And I know that the Everyday Heroes character sheet has the ability to do so. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my character sheet. And I'd like you to, just because the MP5 machine gun is not in the Everyday Heroes compendium.
Okay.
But I'd like you to tell me, if you wouldn't mind, which of these guns would be most like to the MP5. Either a heavy machine gun, medium machine gun, a light machine gun. Now, one of those three.
I'm going to say light machine gun.
Okay.
On this.
So let's see if this works. I'm going to grab it. I'm going to pull it over there. And it adds it automatically. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, that this machine gun is a +1. Well, for me, it would be a +1 because I'm fucking useless with a machine gun.
Yep.
The damage, the damage is 2d6 +1. Is that correct?
No, so this is 1d10 +3. So maybe let's try a medium then.
Oh, okay.
If we're going to show off its features, let's click and drag some more.
You know what? I like clicking and dragging. That's what I do for a living. Here we go. Medium machine gun.
I click things up, I drag them down.
No, this is 2d8 +1. That's a medium machine gun. What did you say that was? 1d10 plus something?
1d10 +3. So maybe it is, in fact, a custom.
It may be a custom. I'm just going to keep dragging shit until I find the goddamn machine gun. How about that?
Nope. I'm also going to rule between the actual math on that. 1d10 +3 is close enough to 2d6+. So I'm gonna rule that it's probably light machine gun. And I
love it.
First guess.
Okay, cool.
By the way, there is an assault rifle that may be closer in the compendium.
I like fake guns. Here we go. Assault rifle. Here we go. Assault rifle that's an AK-47.
Ooh.
Let's see if that has the same stats. I'm going to grab the assault rifle. I'm going to drag it into my weapons.
Also have a carbine, which is in it.
There is also an assault carbine rifle. No, assault rifle's 1d12 +1.
Oh.
Ooh. Now, technically speaking,
yes,
you did move the +3 over to a +1. So it's been. You know what?
Wedge, Patrick. Wedge. 2d6.
This assault rifle magically turns into an AK-47.
I was gonna say I'm gonna take it back and say that yes, I'm gonna enjoy the idea that it's actually an AK-47 instead of an assault rifle. It's the 90s. We just finished the war with Russia.
Sure,
AK-47 would work. That's
done.
Kind of fun.
Done.
I like
it plays.
Rule of cool. Let's go.
Range 900, 1800, rounds 30. It has a burst 3. It does full auto. It is loud, and that is actually a quality of a weapon. It is a two-handed weapon, and it is restricted to those, of course, who have the ability to purchase.
So it's a military weapon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's pretty close, right? That's pretty close to what you would assume that this has. All right.
At the very least, you can make a really great distraction for us.
Oh,
there you go.
Listen, I don't
shoot it up at
I don't need I don't need a gun to be distracting.
Matt, is there an SMG in there as well?
Sorry?
Is there an SMG in there as well?
Oh, I didn't take a look. I will take a look. SMG.
Yes, there is. There's 2.
Oh, there is. That's right.
And there's different types of ammunition.
There's an SMG and an SMG Spec Ops.
Well, since we're prisoners and scrounging through gun shopping in New York, which is not, I don't even think there are any gun stores in Manhattan Island proper because, Manhattan.
Right.
Let's go with regular, not Spec Ops.
Okay, I'm going to pull it in and let's see what happens. The SMG is a 1d10 +1, sir. Well done.
There it is.
And it is a range. It's a shorter range. 100, 200. 100, 200. Rounds 3, burst 3, full auto, loud, restricted.
Yes. I think this is the loud noise distraction that we wanted to give Charlie particularly to act with.
Sure.
This is Han running into the room of stormtroopers.
Done. Okay, so I'm going to remove the assault rifle. I'm going to keep this SMG, yes?
Perfect.
I would also like to note that there is a weapon called Fun Gun.
I'm sorry, what?
And it is a tranquilizer pistol that shoots darts filled with fast-acting designer drugs to induce a state of euphoria and confusion.
Oh, that's specifically from the Escape from New York.
A fun gun?
I am absolutely not allowing that for any of you.
Oh,
No.
come on!
In case I can pull any tool that I want.
They have levels of intoxication. That's amazing.
That's good.
In future Everyday Heroes campaigns, I will let you all wheedle me for such ridiculous items. But in the case of you do not get designer drug dart guns in a prison,
how dare you?
Don't make that.
If not in a prison, then where else?
I mean,
you get the drugs, but not as a dart gun.
There are people who go to prison because they build one.
I can build one. It's fine.
Why did I agree with?
I don't know. This is the hell that you've made, Patrick. This is the hell that you've made.
You too can go shopping with Everyday Heroes, whose armory book and an extended list of all the great weapons that you can use in the Everyday Hero system will be coming out very soon on their website, which I can only shill so much because I'm busy trying to run this game. So let's move forward, ladies
yes, sir.
and gentlemen. You've got your SMG.
Yes.
So I think whenever Charlie calls Delta over, Delta is like thumbing through, like turning the dial on the channels quietly, trying to see if she can find a police band.
Okay. We're gonna roll that a little bit later.
That's fine.
Let's circle back on that. What else do we have going on in the group?
Echo. Echo has patched herself up, is wiping the blood off of her axe, and just quietly double checking to make sure all these fuckers are actually dead and gonna stay that way.
Oh, that's right. And we designed the all-new Slices and Dices t-shirt, which is I Blood Splatter New York.
Yes.
About that. Maple leaf.
over the maple leaf.
I'm going to try to find a way of purchasing that for our next game.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna like pull a bandana out of one of my pockets, kind of like mop my face off a little bit.
That's right. I've got gigs for a month, so it'll take a month. Marcus, what is Alpha doing while these shenanigans are happening?
Really, the only thing that I wanted to do was that, and I'm gonna admit that I was thinking about this, like not today, a different day. So I'm glad that worked. So when I walk away from him, I'm probably, I guess I'm looking. I want to see what our exit strategy is from this alleyway, and kind of figure out how to get us back on track to heading north. Well, we're in zone 2, is that correct?
You are. I'm going to pull that map back up and not go to the body map.
Shift ping us, sir. Yes. Where are we?
I will ping you where I want to ping you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, roughly speaking, you are at the top of zone 2 almost here.
Okay.
Almost right in the crosshairs. As you work your way north on 5th Avenue, I believe you guys had done some zigzagging to try and scope things out, but not make a straight beeline. So I'm going to take a little elaboration and say that we were between 5th and 6th Avenue. And I'm going to say this alley, this sort of short half street here. You know what? Let's call it 28th Street.
28th Street.
28th between 5th and 6th. Okay.
Yep. Puts us more along the diagonal of Broadway, working our way up, if my brain serves correctly. So you do see a couple of opportunities here with barricades and broken cars and flaming trash cans and dumpster fires in our physical presence, not just in our souls, across the great broad white way. Where specifically and what specifically are you looking for, Alpha?
I'm looking for the most efficient way north.
Okay. You do see a straight shot up Broadway, which will cross and hatch right into Herald Square, which is a block off from the Empire State Building. You've also got a slightly more further away with a cleaner view of the angles you'd be looking at. Because if I remember correctly, it's the southwest corner and mostly the southeast corner and eastern facing side are the 2 of the 3 major entrances to get into the Empire State Building. So you're going to be approaching from the right direction. Right,
the major
Sarah?
entrance is on 5th Avenue. Yeah. Empire State is on the southwest corner of 34th and 5th. And there's an entrance on the east and an entrance on the north.
So peeking down the Broadway angle, you see it's not quite going where you want to go. You peek out the other angle of the alley, and you see that it's a fairly straight shot. But you do, from this distance of a few blocks, see that there are some halogen lights and some drag jersey barriers. And roll me a perception check.
Just gonna ask if I could roll a perception check.
Just Alpha?
How did you know?
If anybody wants to assist,
they're
welcome to. I don't think anybody has binoculars. Oh, on a 22. Fantastico.
Whoa.
Kitty Fantastico. You see everything on a crit. Crit Kitty, you are in fact able to spot at least 3 different bodies milling about in the distance.
Well, shit.
And if you remember correctly, if the NLFA is specifically the organization that's got their hands on the suitcase nuke, then it is more likely than not that these are trained military professionals and they are in fact guarding their territory. But I am feeling playful and generous, and I'm also going to say on a 22, you notice something else as well. As the shadows throw in the deep 2 o'clock in the morning hours of a mostly generatorless New York City, with errant neon lights flickering where small pockets of power still exist, you notice that there are a couple interesting things about the way those halogen lights throw visibility up into the night sky. And specifically, you notice something that Alpha probably has known before, and some people watching at home might know, but that the Empire State Building is a tiered building, meaning that there are some short roofings that work their way towards the taller points, getting narrower and narrower, but providing you a way to climb on in. Far more dangerous, a lot more fallen, but it might be an opportunity for those who don't want direct combat, if they were willing to take the risk.
All right, Alpha's gonna, without actually turning his head back, call back to the others and say, hey, idiots, come up here, take a look. We got 3 bogeys.
Was he talking
right.
to us? I'm sorry. Was he talking to us?
Yeah. Yes, idiot 1, idiot 2, idiot 3.
Is that any way to talk to your emotional support weapons counselor? I don't think it is, actually.
Let me revise. Idiot 1, idiot 2, and Delta. Thank you.
Thank you.
Charlie turns to Echo and says, is he actually wearing sunglasses in the middle of the night?
Yeah, that's kind of what he is.
That's fine. I'll take it as it is. And I just walk towards Alpha.
Fantastic.
Delta's gonna come
It
up.
looks to me like we got...
She's gonna see what she can see, and then she's gonna be like, all right, I've got a plan for this. And I'm going to spend a genius point to do know the layout, which at level 5 gives me 3 things. So she kind of sits on the ground. She like gets up against a wall against one of the old dilapidated Duane Reeds or whatever on 28th Street. Kind of like throws her jacket and her hood over so that the light of the laptop doesn't shine anywhere. And she's going to bring up some old plans of the Empire State Building that she might have smuggled out of the Peruvian police force back in the day. So I get to know 3 things at this. So these are and she'll just kind of like run through what the options are so that everybody can know. I can find out 3 of the following: all entrances and exits from the building, the number of guards normally stationed, the type of security systems installed in the building. This one I think is important: which floor of the building a given person or object is located on, the location of all stairs and elevators in the building, the location of one secret room or door within the building, and the fastest path from one location in the building to another. So,
okay.
Yeah.
No, I can work with this. Okay. I appreciate that. I am going to say that the entrances and exits are fairly visible because of the barricades set up around it, because of the patrolling guards.
Okay. Don't give me too much because I only get 3 of those things. I don't get all of it. So just to play fair, it was more.
Yeah, go ahead.
It was more that she was just kind of like spitting out to the rest of the group what she can find, but she doesn't have much time. So where do I focus?
I think you're going to focus on building specs, because noting that these things are outdated and that since New York Penitentiary became a thing, there is no guarantee that you have accurate stats on whomst is worst.
Okay.
As things have been hodgepodged in a essentially contained apocalypse, I'm going to dismiss a whole bunch of those things as simply no longer relevant, or completely outdated information that you would probably be able to access as not so helpful. So I'm going to give you 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you these 3.
Okay.
The fastest would be that there is a stairwell that can be accessed from the eastern facing entrance. So the side that is most directly guarded has staircases and elevators right there, except number 2, you can probably tell what floor they're on, because as you survey stuff in conjunction with Alpha's investigation checks or perception checks, you notice that only a handful of floors have their lights on, flickering here, flickering there, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, it's not a busy office space in that sense.
Yep.
But about 2/3 of the way up, you do see that one floor is entirely lit, like a lighthouse, standing dominant over so much of a darkened New York City at these bleak, blackened hours. Somewhere around the 79th or the 80th of these 100+ floors, you do see an entire floor shining out like a penthouse party, giving you a pretty good idea that you've got a set of stairs to climb.
Yep.
How many flights up is that?
79.
Shit.
79 flights. 79
Squads are
floors.
gonna be burning.
And 3. Types of security. I'm not going to give you any tech specifics on this particular building, A, because the hacker class doesn't get to benefit from 1993 in Escape from New York, but B, in this case, we are going to use this perception critical and your assessment of the building to gauge that if there are 3 facing on the front side, then if there are 2 other entrances, then it stands to reason that there's probably 3 at each entrance because of how wide the rushable street is.
Yeah.
Meaning that on the ground floor, if they are alerted going into combat, you are potentially launching in with 9 properly armed riot gear style police officer types, well-trained military guns. Not impossible with a good distraction or a clever ruse. But perhaps a little direct, considering you also just got dinged up.
Yeah.
Not impossible. I trust in this team already to do something completely unpreparable. Because that's why we GM. But I will say that Marcus's observation also includes the idea that about 3 stories up, if you were to willing to take a very risky and strategic leap, you could bypass those 9 security guards, jimmy the lock from where somebody was probably taking a smoke break many lifetimes ago before the outbreak of Reagent 18, and very possibly work your way up a couple floors in advance and just take the stairs right on up, at the risk of course, falling to your death a couple stories right in front of those guards. So I'm going to leave it up to the team to roleplay and debate what the best course of action the 4 of you are going to take is, as the clock continues to tick.
What's your role, Delta?
So Delta just kind of runs that through for everybody, and is basically like, I mean, I assume that's going to be not exactly in my wheelhouse to go climbing like that, but you know, I've done it before. I feeling lucky today, maybe, I don't know. But
look, all right. As much as you'll know, I like a good old-fashioned dust-up. Here's my question. Mm-hmm. Was any of you paying attention when that orc fella was going on about what these NFPLFP folk want anyway? Like, why do they have this new? What's their end game?
Well, one more time, sir.
I don't know what their end game, as you call it, is. I don't really care.
Oh, well, that's a bit shit, because I was thinking that actually you, of all of us, are best at talking to people. And if we was to be on board, say, with whatever it is they're trying to do, then maybe you could just talk us in?
Oh, I will have no problem with doing that. Most people who I talk to can't really converse at my level anyway. She sort of steals a glance at Alpha, right. And then she says, and then I think that it's important really not to care so much about what it is that they're doing, but just to pretend to care.
Well, yes, all right, fine. But in order to pretend to care, you kind of need to know what it is you're pretending to care about.
Not really. Not really.
All right. Okay, well then. I vote for Charlie works the magic and the rest of us just kind of wander on by. Or Charlie keeps them distracted and we all just wander on in and I bash heads if I have to.
Works perfectly fine. I'm perfectly good with that.
I would like to point out that the last time we took a vote, you all wanted to lead us down into the railroad tracks with a bunch of hippies.
No, the hippies weren't in.
I ever said that.
The hippies weren't in the railroad. The hippies were above ground.
The last time we took a vote, no one participated in the vote because somebody was walking away. So that's all I'm going to say about that. But second of all, I have an ability called Know-It-All, which means I have an ability that allows advantage to recall information. Can I make a history check or insight check or something to see if I can remember what the NLPF, whatever they're called?
I love that everybody's getting the fucking letters wrong.
No, this is perfect.
LFPM 3257. Yeah. I don't even know what they're called.
Look, Captain LMNOP.
Yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yep, and as soon as I pull that back on up, I'm going to show. I am 95% sure, and I will swing it back. Is that the NLFA just simply wants to let everyone out of the prison and clear their records if their demands are not. If the demands are end the prison, let everyone off of New York Max and go back about their lives.
There we go. Liberation.
There we go. Just to be sure, though.
That's the L in NL. FA. PA?
Steal someone's cloak, make demands, give it back. People's Liberation Front.
It seems to me like we got three choices here. We can either try to head through the doors with or without a distraction.
Yes, to release all prisoners. I was right.
Try climb. Try scaling up the side of this building.
Ooh,
bypassing.
Super bad. Super bad.
Or all of us watch Charlie make a fool of himself trying to talk his way in. I for one vote for the latter.
I'm although you like to call me he. I appreciate the misgendering. It's fine. It's fine. I get it a lot. It's kind of part and parcel of the gig. But I've accumulated about 150 people who seem to find me quite appealing. If I were back amongst them, I think that we might have a chance of actually getting up there without me having to lift a finger or open my mouth. But that's not to be. So I prefer, of those three, the third.
Okay, so Charlie, here's my question about that. Because how long does your effect on people last? Is it eternal? Because if so, great. But if not, then we run into a chance of like the other, like there's 3 here, so there's at least 2 more entrances that we know of. Like, so that's what happens if there's a changing of the guard, and then, it's like we know we're going to be on a timeline anyway. Mm-hmm. I just don't want us to get caught immediately.
Totally. Most people who listen to me and who follow what it is that I suggest, they listen to me for about 8 hours.
Okay. All right. That's workable.
That's very specific.
Yeah. I don't know. As soon as 8 hours passes, for some reason or other, they wake up maybe the next day, and then I just talk to them again, and guess what? Another 8 hours. They love me again.
And good for them.
Very
and you.
strange life.
Yeah, it's trying. I had to work my way up. First, it was like an hour, and then it was like 2 hours. Okay. And then Matt, there was one point where I actually reached a certain level where I was like 4 hours. I'm good with it.
Delta starts taking notes. What's funny is that just kind of like, how long did that take?
Most people that I kill they generally just stay dead.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad of that.
Matt, can you roll me an insight check?
Sure. Right. There we go.
18. On an 18, understanding that a group of armed militants working in cohesion, having protective gear, trained militia, it is going to be a little bit more difficult than you are letting on to your teammates, because they probably, especially if they were able to get their hands on a nuclear briefcase and are broadcasting demands after hijacking an area tall enough to work as a radio tower. This, in your best cultist estimate, is probably a group of fairly strong-willed and strong-minded individuals. You could probably touch up their manifesto, but they probably have a manifesto.
Yeah.
And frequently, much like the gangs in the area, if you were going to interact with them, you would have to come up with a really very specific reason that you are not wearing the correct branded gear to be let through, and would have to consistently convince multiple people of that, because there are likely a system of checks in place in the same way that you have a couple lieutenants in your 150 plus to make sure that when you cannot oversee everything with your own two lips, that someone is properly preaching the right word to keep the people in line.
Okay. Do I know anything about the National Liberation people's art, the bad guys?
That's a great question.
Would I know about how they were created, who's running them? They are a group with a 4-letter acronym. They should be, in my wheelhouse, right? I just thought so.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull that on up for you.
Hell yeah.
I also may be able to help a little with this, because I do get advantage on charisma checks, persuasion and intimidation when interacting with members of armed forces.
Oh shit!
It seems like these people would qualify.
Okay.
All right.
I don't get any pluses. My plus to charisma is 0, but I do get advantage.
Advantage is just as good, man.
Then I'm gonna say, between all three of you, I'm just gonna read this description from the book, because between the know-it-all, the military experience, and the working with large groups of people for conviction, I think between the three of you can probably put together these guesstimates as a group. The NLFA is a socialist revolutionary group operating in the United States of 1993, seeking to overthrow the U.S. government through revolutionary action. First formed in the 80s, it wasn't until 1990 that it became a serious threat. The declaration of martial law and desire to end the ongoing world war radicalized a number of youth and committed socialists to join the NLFA. Meanwhile, the organization received an influx of funding from the Soviet Union as part of the country's strategy to destabilize the U.S. on the domestic front in this alternate timeline. The NLFA began bombing government facilities and national landmarks, freeing prisoners, and clashing with the USPF. During that period, when the U.S. police force was mostly occupied putting down riot crazies, from the Reagent 18. The NLFA, oh my God, I just realized this was written during COVID, and Reagent 18 is definitely a COVID-19 parody, not just me making that comment last week.
You just got that now?
Wow.
I did, Everyday Heroes was so good, I took it as a sarcastic thing and made it made more sense. That is a fantastic understanding of both the nerve gas Russian thing that I assumed, and then throwing a COVID adjacent joke on top.
Damn, dude. Damn.
Here we are. The NLFA operated with near impunity, but this didn't last long. Once the Black Bellies got the upper hand on the crazies, they turned their attention to suppressing revolutionary groups, forcing them to return to a more clandestine operation. They established a strong presence within New York Max Security Penitentiary, attempting to radicalize the inmates next. While it proved a safe base of operations, they found it difficult to get many interested in their politics.
Okay.
The NFLA infiltrated most of the free zones within North America and built alliances with other radical groups. Though many of their attacks have weakened and embarrassed U.S. authorities, they have so far been unsuccessful at fomenting a broader revolution.
Okay. That's all I need to know.
Hands up.
That's all I need to know.
Row with your hand up.
No hands. I just...
so they're activists that have
stretching for the upcoming charisma.
Yeah, it's I gotta work out my charisma quads. Here we go. The light bulb has gone off in my head. That's all. I assume it'll probably fail, but it's probably no worse than I ever.
Stretching your hamstrings.
As the brainiacs, as the brain trust over here is trying to think things through, Echo is kind of peering around the corner, scoping out the scene, and specifically looking for, if this whole plan goes pear-shaped, even though it was her idea, good places to take cover, and also what in the environment could be... what in the environment could be used to inflict the most pain? Like, are the barriers only police barriers? Have they created any, like, makeshift spiky barricades? Like, what's the lay of the land potential damage-wise?
Yeah, there are a mixture of junked cars, sandbags, and concrete blocks. Not as much of the spiked barriers that you're hoping for, but they are sort of makeshifted stations. The guard stations are about waist high with sandbag wall chunks, and so the larger barriers, which are harder to move without a couple extra sets of hands, are more scattered here and there, so that there is some cover on approach, but not necessarily a lot, because they want clean shots along the way. So cars that may have been shot may not have been cleaned out after dealing with previous attempts to try and assault the building. There's a lot of clean sight lines coming towards you, which gives you some frustration and suspicion, because it makes it a lot easier. And while the lights will eventually fade off and drop at a distance where they're not able to see completely everything, the choice to put the floodlights facing towards the three entrances and exits means that they have the best line of sight, they have the best cover, and assaults would have to be either a Charlie plan or sheer overwhelming numbers.
Do I know if this Liberation Front has any notable members?
That is a great question. I think no, because of the way they're talking about this specifically being sort of fomented by the Soviets in the alternate timeline. They probably work with different cells, very much like the Americans. If you've watched how the show sort of lets them each do their own splinter activation group, so that no one group can give away too much information.
Okay, that's fair.
In the prison, also, you haven't been in that long, so you have not quite gotten time to establish the lay of the land on who, besides the Duke, who's fairly well known as a figure, might be in more authoritarian positions.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Charlie's going to sort of like, she's sort of thinking, and then she says, okay, so I have two possible goes here, folks. You tell me which you think sounds more, I don't know, susceptible to these idiots. Hopefully you don't mind if I pass the moniker to them, Alpha. The first plan is we go in there and we plan A is that we say that we're actually want to become part of the group, right? Very low level kind of entrance level plea towards whoever's in management to bring us into the higher echelons, that we can supply them with whatever skills that we have, whatever knowledge we have, that we want to be part of the gang, right? That's the first, and I think relatively easy plot. Second plot is I know people who know people, which is sort of something that I often do when I need to make connections and network people. What I will say is that I know the Duke of New York.
Oh, all right.
Number 2 seems like a bold move.
It does, but hey, what's the phrase about boldness? Something about boldness.
You're the one that's about to talk us into this?
Yeah, it's the key is
Great.
like, whether or not they're wanting to do something about that, right? We can say that we know the Duke and we can do something about the Duke, or we can bring the Duke into the fold. They're looking for more recruits, right? They want to free the island. I
feel like option number 1 is probably the safer bet.
I agree.
Except
they are
for
in the market for some recruits.
Yeah.
Except for, and here's the thing about socialism: it's all share and share alike. So everything that we've got on us is gonna be demanded to be donated. Like,
they can take my gun.
Well, we could maybe demand to see somebody in charge once if they're going to pull that move on us.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter.
I don't know if that's going to fly. If we want to coming in all humble and please, sir, may I have some more? And then now I want to speak to your manager. It doesn't exactly seem like it's going to get us where we want to go.
I agree.
Whereas, you mucks, the Duke wants to parlay.
Mm. Echo seems to be in favor of bold but beautiful plan number 2.
I mean, you know me.
Bold but beautiful.
If it all goes to shit, I can still crack some heads.
Delta, where are you at?
I mean, I see the value on both, and it's one of those things where it's like, I think if we're gonna do this, like, I'd rather go bold and not have our legs chopped out from under us at the very beginning. But I also think that maybe, and Charlie, I hear you on this. I'm not good at climbing either, but I think that maybe we're missing out on like a stealthier option that gets us further in the beginning, and then maybe your skills can absolutely be more valuable at that point because we haven't blown a level of surprise.
I feel you, Delta. The problem I find with that is, why would we be scaling up the side of the building in order to get them to just take us in? Wouldn't we just go straight in and say, hey, please give us some consideration, rather than, oops, you caught us scaling the side of the building?
No. My plan, I don't have a plan for this yet, unless...
I gotcha.
But my idea is that, like, well, not my idea, but in the grand scheme of things work out for the best ever, we don't actually get like confronted at all until we're already in. But then since we're already in, like 3 levels up, everybody just assumes we're supposed to be there, because how could we have gotten in if there's no alarm that's been blown? That's my thinking.
That's
Patrick,
interesting.
I'm trying really hard not to suggest splitting the group.
I think that's a terrible idea. We know what happened the last time.
Music. That's music to a GM's ears. I mean, it's
entirely up to you guys.
You suggest a way, Alpha.
I mean, look, mate, I'll scale a building. I just don't want to see your pretty face smashed all over the pavement.
I will say, and maybe it's just the way that I particularly phrased it, the scaling would only be from one of the nearby 4- and 5-story buildings to the first tier, and being able to jimmy in a lock from one of the lower roofs. So it wouldn't be scaling the entire 79.
Evil Knievel.
Yeah. If that makes it any easier on the group. It doesn't necessarily. Listen, I'm enjoying this debate. All 3 of these plans sound completely lovely to me.
Well, I'd say that that Echo and I, go up and scale the building while you go and distract the people outside with your words. But I feel like we may, once we get inside, Delta's going to be one of the keys to getting this thing done.
Well, standing around here scratching our asses and talking about it ain't going to do much, but we could go investigate the potential climby situation and see if it even seems feasible.
That's a great idea.
It's true.
I want to go look at one of these buildings close by and see what kind of feat it would be to get across there.
I mean, if it's just breaking onto a roof and then crossing over, then that ain't very bad.
Yeah. More than welcome to do that. Let's roll a group. Let's say it's a group investigation check of 13. Okay. Enough to jimmy in and find a place that you can survey from, but as the whole group's trying to look without drawing too much attention. That's a good start.
Investigation, you said?
All right. Yep.
Okay. There you go.
That's better than I thought it was going to be.
Investigation over perception here for the understanding that you're sort of taking your time and trying not to draw too much attention. It's safe to assume that if the gangs roam the streets like this, as long as you're not way too close to them, they're not going to pay that much attention to you. It's more of a confident and direct aggression upon the barricades that's going to get their goose ruffled a little bit. You guys are all right there. The 20 nudges it all up beautifully to where it needs to be. I'm going to say that after about 15-20 minutes of searching, we are approaching 2:45 in the morning here on this now. But you guys do manage to find an unlocked side door. And after a little bit of traipsing through dirty, grimy, broken buildings, well ransacked, not much to work with, you do manage to find your way to a set of staircases, orient yourself to one of the shorter nearby buildings just off the square. I believe there's a stone building just at the north section of Herald Square that's about a couple stories tall that I think would work really well for this mental image.
You're going to find this really strange, but I've been, as you guys are watching the stream, I have a separate tab where I'm literally just live Google mapping like our entire thing. Like I'm
It's so great.
So what street are we on? We're on Herald Square? Are we at Herald Square right now?
You're almost at Herald. Yeah, I'm going to say you guys are at Herald Square because that's 33rd and 5th. So you're just a block off. Oh no, sorry, not Herald Square. It's the other side. You're right. No, because 5th. So it's not.
What avenue are we on, Patrick? I'm in New York.
On 5th Avenue.
5th Avenue.
Fifth Avenue around 28th is where he had us originally.
Okay. Yeah, so Herald Square is like on the other side.
6th,
so we need to get up to 33rd and come in from the back, basically.
Yep, that's correct. Yep.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to get to some of those 4- and 5-story buildings, and then it would still be a rather athletic leap. But I'm going to say, with those investigation rolls, it looks like you might be able to make something work. On a scale of 1 to 20, you think it's about a 13 in terms of dangerous athletic pursuits to try and achieve such a thing.
And it would definitely be athletics and not, say acrobatics.
If you can acrobatically cross 4 lanes of traffic in the air with gravity affecting you, I'd be very impressed. But that would be like more on a scale of 1 to 20, closer to like a 19.
Flip across the street.
I'm not saying no, but flipping and gravity don't always go well
What
together.
if she decided to pole vault across?
Oh,
yeah.
Roll me a survival
off the edge
check.
of the roof.
If you want to try and addendum your daredeviling, I'm going to need a survival check of 16 or better to find things that will help you cross that sort of distance with minimal amounts of pain and falling damage.
Good luck.
It's not going to be from me.
And while you kids are doing that, I'm going to pour myself a whiskey and get ahead of my problems.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll roll one. It ain't going to be good then.
Yeah, I can roll one.
Dice rolled
But...
already today. I'm not worried.
14.
Close.
No. Oh, all right. No.
Charlie refuses to be involved in any of this fucking chicanery, whatever the hell.
What about a zip line?
Oh, Lord. This is what I deal with. Right, Patrick?
I am going to stand by my survival 17 to try and both find the ingredients, jury rig, and pull it off without getting noticed.
All right.
But I will say that will drop your DC down to 10, if you can do so.
Oh. You know what? Charlie, sees Delta and Echo and Alpha searching for things in the rubble, and she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Trying to find a way for you all to get across without smashing your faces in the pavement. Care to help?
What's the likelihood of death upon failing to make this jump?
In the words of somebody far more famous than me, because Matt and I are going to misquote everything today, but I'm not doing it intentionally.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the ground. It's not the fall. It's the ground that'll kill you.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be more reliant on falling damage from at least 60 feet up. Is looking already at 10d6.
Yikes.
So close.
I came so close, and yet so far.
So close.
I was a 16.
Well,
Nobody has anything to.
inspiration.
Oh, that's true.
That's true.
That's true, but I
use
might
it on this.
need it.
I don't think I have inspiration, so I can't, unfortunately.
You got a +2. I've got +0, +3. Just 2.
Well, I don't think it's worth one of us biting the bullet here to make this jump. I think we got 2 other
No.
viable options.
Yeah, I really would prefer if we all made it out alive.
Like I said,
Yeah.
you think it would be an athletics of 13 to try and take a running leap, and there would be negligible cuts and scrapes.
Oh,
I've got a reasonable chance of making
for
that,
some of
but
the
I don't know if
athletics in this
everyone else
group is
does.
still not great.
I'd say that's like a 25% chance of Charlie doing that.
Oh, do you have a negative?
Yeah.
So, time for you to go lie through your teeth then, is it?
Oh, I love that part of my job, so.
All right.
I'm
Is
all
there
for it.
at least are
Nothing
there
to it but
at
to
least
do
some
it.
more gullible ones than like is there is there a side where they just look stupider, you know, or something like?
I
Well,
appreciate
I mean-
the candor of the question. I'm not sure how to answer that with stat blocks.
Or any of them picking their nose.
There you
Yeah.
go.
crying.
That's it. That's it.
No, you know what? We're gonna go with the good old 60-40 of the Pat Marion table. We are gonna roll a D100.
All right.
Megan, since you're the one looking for stupid, tell me, are
Oh,
we
boy.
looking over 60 or under 40?
Wait, which one?
Which
Mathematically,
is it-
which one's better?
It's the
well,
same.
Oh, they're
it's
the
kind of-
same.
It's
Okay,
the same
I was
window
like,
on
wait a
either
minute.
side. You get to choose which is the slightly
Whether you're
unlikely.
trying to roll high or low is what you're
Yeah,
trying to decide.
aim high or low.
Let's
Aim
do
small,
divine
small.
intervention rules. Let's go low. Let's go low. Let's see.
Golf rules.
DI
Yeah.
it is. 44.
Oh! I mean, I would have lost either way because it wasn't above 60, but so close.
I think you realize that this is one of those lion's dens that you kind of have to walk into and just hope that you don't smell too much like meat.
If we had more time, I'd just say Charlie over here should raise an army, but
It takes
kind of on a
time.
time crunch.
It takes time,
It's-
Echo. It takes
Yeah.
time.
Very community of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
versus
said.
nurture.
All right, Charlie. Looks
Oh.
like you're up.
Over to you.
Sounds great. Okay. This is a group thing, right? So I'm going to ask that you all please try not to look so dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Strap my axe
Yeah,
on
I
my
was,
back.
yeah. I sort of
facing down.
looked pointedly at Echo.
Fine. Ready.
Yeah, just
Perfect,
look
perfect.
demure, look appealing, look like what's the word? Like you really, really need to have this in your life.
What
Okay.
does that look like exactly?
Just try to like give the big doe eyes thing, like doe eyes, big eyes. Maybe like hands hands in front of your chest, sort of like.
I'm gonna roll a charisma check just to see how well Echo does at this.
This is amazing. Oh, not bad, not bad.
12. All right.
Just,
I'm having none
still
of it. I'm
looks-
literally looking in amazement at Delta and Echo that they are doing anything that Charlie is saying right now.
Note to you, Alpha, you may, just saying it out loud, I love your look. I love the swoop. I love the jacket. It's a very dope look, especially for 1993. Little dated, but that's okay. What you want to do is maybe just sort of put those glasses just up a bit, just so we can see those eyes. I just want to see if, you know.
I started walking away from him halfway through that sentence.
I should not open my mouth at all in this, except to chew gum. That's where I'm at.
Okay.
Is it hard for you to play a dump stat charisma character, Megan?
I mean, I do it a lot, so I don't know. Is it? I think they're saying I talk a lot. Stream? I don't know what you're
No. It just exudes off of you. It's cool.
Oh. I got that riz. Apparently, what the kids say.
That riz.
We are no. I'm taking away your inspiration on that. We're too old to say that
God
word.
damn it!
Wow.
We can't say that word on this stream.
I don't think I've ever even heard that.
It's okay.
I'm just on Tumblr a lot.
The power of Christ compels you, Megan. The power of Christ compels you.
Ah, my eye. Oh, God.
So you got some Christ in your eye.
I'm just
If
gonna.
that is all out of our system when we're ready to walk into a bunch of guns pointed in our direction.
This is going to be amazing. This is going to work.
Let's do it.
I believe in you, Charlie.
I believe in something.
Try not to look scary, I guess.
Delta
You're
gives
behind,
Charlie
buddy.
like a quick little shoulder rub, and it's all like, "You got this, girl."
Thank
So-
you.
Your shoes echo down the empty street as you begin to approach which of the three entrances?
The easternmost entrance.
Got it.
The
Right up
stupidest
Fifth
looking
Avenue.
one.
The stupidest one. The one that says. It's the one that says dumb motherfucker on it.
Yes, exactly.
You see a Forrest Gump looking motherfucker picking his nose.
I love it. I love it. Easy
Eating a
pickings.
bagel.
Charlie
Sitting
cracks her
on-
knuckles.
Gun is on the floor at his feet, and he's unloaded every single bullet onto a platter in front of him.
Finally.
They got bagels in this piece?
You hear
New York,
the
there will always
sounds
be bagels.
That's
of
true.
guns and safeties clicking off, Charlie, as
Uh-oh.
you hold your breath ever so slightly, but maintain your calm and approach as you hear very faintly the squawk of a radio, and you see one of them noticing you, gun raised, and the other two hearing something in what looks like maybe a helmet-like situation or an earpiece,
Mm-hmm.
also turn and spin. But just the three.
Okay.
As nothing but the sound of your heels clacking on pavement is the first thing heard. Actually, for the real fun shits and giggles of this, how far back is the rest of the group while this is happening?
Alpha
Or are you all
is
walking together?
Alpha is literally right behind her shoulder,
Perfect. Echo?
her right shoulder.
Echo is bringing up the rear, so
Okay. So
keeping Charlie-
We're all right there.
we're all there, but Echo's bringing up the rear. Echo might be like an extra 5 feet to 10 feet behind the rest of the group.
And Charlie? Delta?
Sort of like as they come around the corner, Echo's gonna say to the others, "Look, I ain't much for the fancy word stuff, so if anyone asks, I'm just the higher muscle."
Roughly speaking, Megan, if I'm trying to set up the marching order here, where are you?
Mhm. I'm probably standing next to Echo, who has potentially promised to be my meat shield. So,
Aces.
yep. So Delta's like beside to maybe like 6 inches slightly behind Echo.
No, you're I was gonna say
Perfect.
I'm keeping you slightly in front of me so that no one can come up on your back.
Well, then
okay.
I'm going to put you guys right at the entrance to the Empire State Building here,
No.
and left.
Oh
Walk on forward. Master Gordon, walk me through this.
So Charlie,
Putting myself like here.
Charlie takes the strap of the M16 gun and just straps it around. So the gun is on her back, right? She's got her hands up. She's walking towards, well, first surveying the space. Like, how many guys are in here?
So, like I said, their barricades and sort of mini guard stations are outside along the sidewalk and just past the sidewalk in the sort of cabbie lane or bus lane, depending on what you're imaging here in your head. So there is a good 10 to 15 foot sprint once you get past the sandbags to the doors themselves.
Okay.
There are spaces between the stations of guarding because of where the entrances to the building that go up the direction that you're looking for the Empire State Building physically are. There are storefronts in other sections, so there's just gapped sections of broken window, rioted storefront between them.
Okay.
What the hell would have been there? Starbucks wouldn't have been around in '93, would it?
Oh, no. Absolutely.
There
not.
was...
It was much later.
Heartland Brewery was been there forever, probably.
Actually, yeah, fair bet. Heartland's still there.
So, in the space where there is this, sandbagged area in front of the eastern entrance with the stations, etc., do I see anybody? Do I see any figures walking back and forth? Do I see anybody?
You see the two at the side are not quite on the corner. You see some spill of light, and you see guards that you see the shadows sort of walk towards the corners, but along the east stretch, it's more of a wide space than it is a controlled space. So in this sense, they've built themselves an area to funnel it towards direct contact with the guards for this entrance. This is the big one that your Google Maps that you're probably looking at is showing you along Fifth Avenue here.
Okay.
And to be fair, I did not go by and scout this out in the last couple months, but I have been before, so I have a vague recollection of what this would have looked like.
Right. And it is the National Liberation Front of America, correct? NLFA.
Solid. Is the proper letter spread.
Right
you
on.
can call it what you want any other time, but when interacting with them, I will hold your letter choices against you.
Oh, no. No worries. So I think that Charlie will walk slowly towards the shadows that she sees, walking to and fro along the thing and saying, in a very timid voice, like sort of faux crying, is anyone there? Please don't shoot me. Please.
And with everybody else right behind her, one literally at her shoulder, what are the rest of you doing while this is going on?
As she starts that, under her breath, Charlie just hears Echo go, "The fuck?"
Marcus?
I was playing it cool up until this point. No hands up, just walking like a normal human being. But now that this is coming out of Charlie's mouth, I kind of lower my head a little bit and kind of half put my hands up, like out in front of me.
You're one of them.
Because I feel doing anything else will immediately give us away as not being legit.
Damn, that was a serious inhale, folks.
I like it.
That was like a...
Well, but here's the thing. I part of me wants to give... It's a performance check for sure. The question is, does having Alpha make it an advantage or a disadvantage? And in all fairness, he did describe it cool as cucumber. Iceman cool.
Mm-hmm.
But he's
Doesn't
not as
he
much
have...
Oh, no, I know what we're going to do.
Don't you have advantage with military people?
I do.
You do have advantage
on charisma rolls, but I haven't said anything yet.
I hate it because that's the right exact thing that I was thinking of, Megan. Yes, I am going to say one of you gets to choose. Is it a performance check from Charlie at advantage, or is it Marcus using a survival check at advantage because he knows how to work with other military and ex-military?
So they get to choose, or we all get to choose?
No, you two have to tell me between the two of you, since you're the two in the front of the pack and both offering an approach.
Oh yeah.
Which you think is going to be more convincing of a full performance or a catering to them, but a different skill set.
Charlie will look back at Alpha and say, "Looks good. Let me do this."
I kind of nod. With the obvious look in my eyes of, oh my God, we're going to die.
But despite that fear crossing his head, Alpha does give enough help action to let Charlie roll this at advantage.
Okay.
Awesome.
Now, here's the
Echo is in the back, kind of sticking to the shadows and looking for places to hide if this all goes for cover, if this all goes south.
I'll allow an overwatch on that.
I can say with some degree of certainty that I will not fuck the group. Why? Because Charlie has something called charm. And I don't mean just natural charm. It is actually an ability called charm. And charm says that when you make a charisma check, you can do what's called rolling an influence die, which is a d6.
Nice.
And add it to the result, but that's before you determine that result. So with advantage, and I have 2 of those influence dice, by the way, I think that I'm pretty confident that we may be able to squeak something out here.
Odds are in our favor.
All right.
This is your equivalent of a bardic inspiration die, and this is exactly the place to use it.
Correct, but bards can't use their own inspiration dice on themselves, so...
Except for the charm ability.
Exactly. Here we go.
So I'm going to say roll me the 2, and then I will tell you what the DC is after you've decided if you want to use it or not.
Sounds good. So this is performance. I have a +8.
Nice.
Let's go.
This is with advantage, yeah?
Yeah.
Chapow.
Woo!
Booyah.
Jesus. Every time I get an eloquence character, I have to DM. Okay.
That's what we like to see.
Guns raised, you hear click, click, click as 3 safeties are turned off, but with Alpha over your shoulder, Delta backing you up, and Echo looking for the first portion to dive behind.
Fair.
You do not immediately draw fire as you hear a sort of... what are you doing here?
I'm so sorry. Please. My friends and I, we've come to join you. We hear that this is the place to be. We want to join the NLFA. We're so very tired.
It's not for civilians here. This is a station. This is for something very specific, and this is not for general recruitment.
I'm sure that one person amongst you may be able to listen to my particular situation and tell us what we can do.
Well, lady, this is where the radio station happens. If you're not here to intern with the guy, then you're in the wrong place. You're going to have to go uptown for that.
I'm sorry, intern?
Yeah.
Can you help me out? I don't know what you mean.
For the radio program. You know, the demagogue. He runs the radio station up on the 79th floor.
Oh my God. Oh my God. What's his name?
Francisco.
Oh my God, Francisco from high school. I can't believe it. He's still here.
Yes.
He had such a wonderful radio voice. It's so heartwarming to know that his voice is doing his voice is doing the work of the righteous. Could you please tell him that his good friend is here and her friends? We would love nothing more than to intern, to prove ourselves to the NLFA. Sorry, my mouth got a little dry.
Just really enjoy how none of you can get these letters right.
I love it. NFA, NSA, NFFA.
LMNOP.
On a 24,
yeah.
He goes,
all right, look, the elevator's broken. You're going to have to climb the stairs. We'll radio ahead. What did you say your name was again?
Oh, my name? I mean, I can tell him when we get there. Is that okay? I want to make it a surprise.
All right, look, lady, it's 79 floors. If you don't pass out on the way up there, it's totally fine by me. Listen.
I believe in our group cardio, right, guys? We do cardio all the time downtown. We can make it.
I mean, at this rate, you'll probably get there by, just before sunrise. So you do your thing and make sure to hydrate on the way up. You got it. You got like water on you, right?
I have a bottle of water for sure, and I take out my bottle of water.
I've got Gatorade.
all right, but I love that it's blurred out.
Sorry, Poland Spring.
And then the guard behind him goes, whoa, you can't bring weapons up there. It's just a radio station. You're going to have to leave all of this behind. You're going to put those down.
So Charlie will look at the guy who just came up to suggest that.
Yeah.
And I will use an ability, which is called Hypnotize.
Hell yeah.
Gets better and better.
It does.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
It really is. It really is. It says, I can convince people to do almost anything. As an action, I suggest a course of activity and influence one person that I can see that can hear and understand me. think I sort of did this a little bit before with Mr. Hawk. Didn't work out too well with him, but who knows? Can't do anything.
I didn't do Lee Van Cleef.
Damn, Lee Van Cleef. I can't do it. Can't do anything that sounds unreasonable, like throw itself into a chipper shredder or set itself on fire or something like that. And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw against my trick DC.
Oh, buddy, how?
Okay.
I can almost promise that's not going to go great.
So let me throw my suggest, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
To the person who says, we should leave our weapons behind, say, "Oh, I'm so sorry, sir. My friends and I, we're just taking our weapons. They're completely empty. We just used them for self-defense on the way here. You wouldn't begrudge us just keeping empty weapons all the way up, would you?" And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. That is a 21.
Ooh, boy.
That will beat my trick DC, yeah.
Is that available to the players? You guys can see that, right?
Yeah, we can see
Yeah.
that. Yeah. That'll beat it.
Alpha's gonna
nat 20.
Alpha's gonna step forward.
Yeah.
Oh god.
And
oh god. Charlie's just
a little bit,
sort of
just kind of lean in, not in an intimidating way, in a familial kind of way to this guy, and I'm gonna say, listen, buddy, from one jarhead to another. How would you feel if somebody told you had to leave your weapons with the state of the way things are around here? We're here trying to make a difference. And from what I've seen, can't do that unless you go heavy. So how about you just let us through, let us do what we need to do, and we'll all get along. We're brothers, right? Brothers in the camo, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to use, I guess, persuasion, because I'm trying to persuade him.
I'm going to say it's 15.
You do get advantage on this because military.
Yep.
Yeah.
I do get advantage.
Come on.
I have no bonuses on.
I was going to say, yeah.
Oh. Advantage. Yes!
There we go. There we go. Well played,
It's like,
well played.
it took everything inside of me to not say just roll high. Because every time I say that, it goes terribly.
Yes. I was waiting for it. Just roll better.
Did you serve in W3?
Sorry, I did not mean to laugh. That was not intentional.
101st.
Shit. 43rd Airborne.
Hoorah.
Hoorah. Listen, you just make sure you don't fire that thing off, because if the end, I'll put it right back in you.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Chesko's a good guy. He talks way too much, but that's why I can just turn off the radio. It's pretty nice. Listen.
Pretty nice gig you got here. Glad to be joining the ranks.
79's not nothing for you, but for the rest of them, make sure they can keep up, make sure they're hydrated. It's a hell of a lot of stairs, and there's not a lot of air in there. It's just dusty as shit.
I'll look after them.
Hoorah.
You're sure there's no elevator at all?
Yeah, unfortunately, see, the problem with having stuff running on independent generators is that the entire building needs way more power than that, and we'd rather just run the radio and, let them sleep and live up there with a small supply of food rations. So, no, unless you want to climb the elevator shaft yourself, you're not getting to use it.
Okay, you faded out about 2 seconds into that sentence, but thank you.
Damn
I
it.
appreciate it. It's okay. It's fine. Oh, no, that was Charlie saying it to that guy.
Oh. Got me.
I love the fact that you said damn it, too.
It's the 4th time tonight before we're on air.
Amazing.
I see you, Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, with an immense inner sigh of relief, the 4 of you, still clutching your weapons, are allowed in through the painfully slow revolving door to a barely lit, flickering halogen strip bulb hallway where a faded red exit sign is marked with a propped door and an ominous looking stairwell with an incandescent light blinking on and off awaits you.
As soon as they step inside, Delta starts blinking furiously and is like, "Oh my god, it's hard to keep your eyes open that big." Okay.
It's a lot of dust. It's a lot of dust.
Like, Echo pulls her hands out of her pockets and like kind of like flexes her fingers, and you can tell that she just had her fists clenched the whole time, hidden inside the pockets of her jacket. It's just like that, like opens the fingers and every knuckle. It's like,
Where the fuck were these rolls for Blade Runner?
Right?
I know, really.
Alpha's gonna kind of push his sleeves up, Miami Vice style, on his arms, and he's gonna start walking towards the stairs and say, "All right, 79 floors ain't gonna walk themselves."
Charlie takes out her water bottle.
Echo takes off her jacket, restraps the axe to her back, ties her jacket around her waist, pushes up her t-shirt sleeves on her shoulders.
Delta's.
You go for now.
Delta's actually gonna she's gonna keep her jacket on, but she's going to rip the sleeve of her shirt under the jacket off. She's then gonna rip it in half completely, and she's gonna tie it around her face to cut down both on dust and to try to keep like lower visibility.
Recognition. Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm also gonna pull down my goggles. Keep dust out of my eyes.
Here for it.
Start walking them steps, I guess.
Yeah.
Walking them steps.
Go. It's not going to take till dawn.
How many things are we going to have to roll for in this stairwell?
It's not going to take us 3 hours.
79 flights of stairs?
That's a lot of stairs.
It's a lot of stairs.
That's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt, but it's not going to take 3 hours.
I'm going to say I need a group survival check.
Survival.
Oh, shit.
But I will leave the machinations of it up to you because it is simply exhausting. I'm very much picturing. I feel like it's Ghostbusters too.
I was like,
yeah,
can it be
right?
Can it be something constitute? Can it be a con check?
Oh, nice, Charlie.
There was definitely something with way too many stairs and the character. I mean, it's a bit in some things, but I'm trying to remember how far back.
See, here's the thing. This is just why I'm saying this.
Oh no!
I am a tough character. I am built around constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Survival is wisdom.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, it is. It's really weird that way.
But that's why I'm saying, like, a constitution save or some shit like that.
I feel like it's the smarter, not harder thing.
I'm calling shenanigans that a tough character can't get up the fucking stairs. Like, that's literally.
I appreciate that you want to call those shenanigans, but you can't do much of those shenanigans through a staggered breath as you try and climb 79 flights. So you're just
it's all the weapons you're carrying.
I have a weapon. I have an axe. That's it.
Oh.
Charlie offers you her
everyone she's taken with its life.
Charlie offers Echo her water bottle.
Takes a slug.
Literally drinking the Kool-Aid.
Alpha looks back and says, "Somebody skipped leg day."
Look, I don't know what the fuck any of you were talking about. I used to do stairs every bloody day back in Bangkok. It's the dust.
It's the dust.
It's not the heat. It's the humidity. That'll kill you.
It's the dust. I agree with you, Echo. 100%. It is the dust. Speaking of which, I know this sounds odd, right? But this is a 79-floor building. Considering the elevator's out, I guess that means that all these motherfuckers like live in the building because they can't.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, isn't that what he said something about? They just send up like rations.
And what was the name of this radio chappie?
Francisco.
Okay. We'll deal with Francisco. That's fine. Now, I guess one point of clarification was the light ring around the building that Delta saw, right? Where there was one level, there was all lights. Was that about the 79th floor?
Yes, it was.
Cool. Thank you. Clarification made.
You see a whole bunch of nothing as you continue up the stairwells. Each floor, you see at best one or two bare generic office bulbs peeking through the door jambs on various individual levels, some of which look like they were simply locked, and like many office complexes, it is a one-way entrance into some of those hallways if they're not jimmied open the right way. It in your estimation, it could have been something where they turned on power for a little while and got settled on the floor early, or they found a floor that just happened to have the door properly jammed open at the time and decided that was the floor to settle on. But as you had approached the building, I'm going to say for free that during your performative entrance, you too noticed that 3/4 of the way up, there was one pretty solid, straight strip of light just shining cleaner and clearer than everything else and fairly high up, considering how much lights don't work. You also think that you heard something about a generator earlier up there, suggesting that perhaps when you get up there, you could take advantage of something like that and maybe utilize a short run battery like a generator to create chaos and confusion, or resupply yourselves and hook Delta up to a power source. Use the lights for something else. Use the generator for something else. There may be some options. Although I think in the distant future of 1993, what we would think of as Wi-Fi is probably not so common, so she'd be able to charge her battery more than necessarily connect to the nascent World Wide Web at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Just sorry to interrupt you. I've my ADHD sort of kicked in a little bit, and I decided to Google Empire State Building flights of stairs.
Well, it's got 103 floors.
It has 103 floors. There's 86 flights of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
There is a ridiculous competition to climb the Empire State Building at speed.
And folks, tune in for session 3. That's all for us tonight. We're going to be climbing this.
Yeah, exactly. Let's make it happen. The men's course.
I'm fat. I don't exercise.
Listen, people have sprinted up the goddamn stairs.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah,
What's
there's
the fastest time.
It says there is a course. So women's course record is 11 minutes and 23 seconds.
Damn.
Oh my gum.
Minutes.
Set in 2006 by Andrea Mayer of Austria.
11 minutes.
Huh?
Everybody, a round of applause for Andrea Mayer from Austria.
Sake.
And all Austrians.
Now, here's something even more interesting. Echo is from Australia, correct? Echo?
No. Echo's
British?
technically from Bangkok.
Oh, fair enough. Sorry.
But her parents were British.
Okay, never mind then. The men's course record is 9 minutes and 33 seconds, set in 2003 by Paul Craik of Australia.
Crazy.
Another.
Just saying. Australians, they run up long distances very fast.
As a group, we should be able to do it in what?
They
12
don't
minutes?
have a combat encounter at the 86th floor.
We're only going to 79.
I'm going to give you double exhaustion if you try that in 9 minutes.
No.
Or I'll make it a high constitution check and then see what happens. But
Sorry. Didn't mean to.
No thanks.
Go ahead, Patrick.
Sarah, you had something, yes? Before we started that tangent? No? Okay.
I don't think so.
Well, I'm going to give you all a Constitution for role.
Maybe a little.
I'm going to give you all anything you'd like to do as bits of business before we reach the 79th floor.
I think Delta is basically about every 10 floors or so, like, just stopping to like gasp for breath and pull out the Gatorade bottle that she's got in her backpack and is on like, "Hi, yes, red."
Red flavor.
Yep.
Alpha is probably. Do any of the doors that go onto these floors as we go up? Do any of them have? Some of them are propped open. Yes. Do any of them have windows as well?
Yes, they are pretty standard office building windows, so a lot of them are either at hip height or full floor to ceiling. A lot of them.
I mean, the door itself that goes into that floor. Would it be like a standard small little window?
Yeah.
I feel like Alpha would probably, on the way up, if there is a window or there is a door propped open, at least take a few seconds to kind of peer in, just to kind of check out, make sure nobody's going to come up behind us, anything like that, or if I, perhaps see anything interesting worth stopping for or noting?
Sure. Roll me a perception check.
I knew you were going to say that.
Well, I'll give you the chance. You're putting in the effort. It doesn't mean this on a 21. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna say, because a large chunk of it is really just utilized office space, because the pretty stuff for tourists is mostly at the top decks and the observatory sections, what you find is the equivalent of an abandoned, decrepit office from the early 1990s. So I'm going to say, if you can justify to me in this moment how you would utilize office supplies in a combat scenario, and yes, that is pretty broad swath.
I would think that I would probably not be looking. The two things that I think Alpha would be looking for is, number one, if there are people, to see if we need to be ready to defend ourselves. And number two, if there are any survival related things, i.e. water.
Yes.
Or anything like that. I know that rations are rare, but it is a large building and something could have gotten left behind. So anything in that nature.
And Echo would be looking for anything that could possibly be turned into a Molotov cocktail.
There's probably some more axes around.
Cleaning supplies. She's already got Betsy. She's good.
Okay, so we're gonna order of operations this real quick. I'm gonna say for Marcus, yes, Alpha on a 21 notices no people. They are, a lot of them have blown out windows. And you notice the higher up you go that there is definitely a wind effect. It is, the D&D player would borderline consider it a difficult terrain struggle because there is simply nothing blocking the wind patterns. But it is not consistent, so it's more like undertow and currents along the coastline, riptides. I think that in terms of finding things that are useful, on a 21, I'll honor it and say that everybody gets one extra ration to their food and drink supplies, which, for the sake of our cinematic 24-hour haul, I'm going to say, someone write this down so we can be reminded later, but I'm going to say that everybody gets one extra hit die from basic office cookies, the generic Nutter Butters and Oreos and water bottles.
There's a Twinkie in there somewhere.
Absolutely.
There we go. I'm just going to put my hit die back to 5 then, and now I know I've got it.
There you go. I'm absolutely down to honor that 21, as that was a really solid roll. And we've got 79 floors. So the more important thing is that we are eating time up doing this, which is going to be better for the rest of the campaign. So I'm going to give it some joy and some love to play with for later, and bank that fun to say you guys get a hit die to play with, and that you do notice. Now for cleaning supplies for Molotovs, I'm gonna have to make you roll for that, Sarah.
Alrighty, and that's
I'm going to say, because you're
investigation?
hunting specifically on floors that he's stopping at, I'm going to need an investigation, not a perception. Yeah.
No, this is not gonna go well. But
can I help her investigation?
But it's a challenge.
An 11.
Yeah. No, I'll let you help, because if he's stopping at specific floors with that 21, it's methodical on which floors he stops at. So yes, roll me at advantage, because she's helping.
Okay. One more time. Ah!
No. 0. That was not help. You lose something.
You did not help. Well, no, it's just an advantage, so it just means I take the 11.
Yeah.
Still not
that
good.
hurts.
No, I have a -1 mod.
I've not seen a -1 mod in a long time.
I am not a member of the Brain Trust, if you hadn't figured that out. That's why I am the damage sponge. I will get my moment. This is not it.
Perfect.
Sorry. There's something in my eyeball.
Look,
I think it was Sarah's roll, actually. It's got into your eyeball.
Passed the Constitution fairly well. I don't want to be that mean, although... No, I'll stick with what I said.
Is there something that I can attempt to do?
What would you like to attempt to do?
So, first of all, did the Walkman radio that I have come with headphones by any chance? Or is it just free?
No, I'm gonna say it is like a pocket radio.
Okay.
Like a brick cell phone sized. Pull out the antenna. Sits on top of the park bench next to
Built-in
you.
speaker.
Okay.
Built-in speaker. Dial on one side. Insert a cassette tape into the other.
Okay.
Little pocket radio. Like
Right.
with the
Swift for
handle,
inspiration.
not like a full boombox, but like the little boombox.
So depending on like if I just keep it like the volume at like a hair, where basically it is just right up to my ear. I am the only one that can hear it. Is there any way that I can be searching to see if this little pocket radio can pick up the radio frequencies of the radios that I know exist in this tower?
Megan.
Yes?
Here's what I think.
Should never have agreed to let Megan play the Mass
No. I wanted to make sure I read. No, please. This is fucking perfect. I love the Matthew Lillard and Angelina Jolie era of what it means to be a computer hacker, and I'm going to honor this. I just want to make sure I phrased it correctly.
Yeah. Hack the planet, baby.
I need a computer skill check from you.
Okay.
And I need a skill check of 14 to either jury rig one of the two little built-in speakers into an earpiece for yourself, and or to find stations while casually thumbing as you guys climb the stairs.
Okie dokie. Here we go.
Whoa! Shit!
That is a perfect nat 20. To which I say,
earpieces for everybody,
baby.
You get an earpiece.
Not how that works. What I will say is, you were the kind of kid who was caught at like 3:13 afternoon going into Radio Shack and fiddling with stuff at the customer service desk and learning what these wires are and learning what is fake facade pieces and what is actual don't snip it technology. The 1993 advancement is you don't have a ton to work with, so you've got a piece of that ripped shirt that you just played with for your mouse. You've got another piece tucked in so it sort of holds like a cover earpiece. I'm going to say on a nat 20, you find a station that is suspicious tone, but no active noise, which you would probably know is a station that's currently not in service.
Okay.
I will also say, for the shits and giggles of it, you do also find, because some of these broadcast towers might still exist in a post-apocalypse, like the 1993 of Escape from New York, 2 AM radio stations of your preferred music choice.
Ooh, nice.
Absolutely useless.
I think just for the shits and giggles of it all, one of them's just going to be elevator music, and she'll be like, "That's where I wish I was right now. I wish I was in an elevator."
And one is J. Jonah Jameson's Daily Bugle. Folks, the menace of New York Max. Sorry.
He's still there.
I love that he exists in every format in every universe. Yeah, so you've got something tuned into a non-active station, but you know enough about computers on a nat 20 that you are pretty sure that this dead air station is not even, because it's not even static, and there's just the occasional beeps that suggest that it is a held channel, that you probably do have a good sense of these things.
Okay.
That you've got yourself an ear in, although it's not the military channel that you'd like, this would at least allow you to, if you all can make it out from the 79th floor without bloodshed, and he chooses to broadcast, or somebody else broadcasts from up there, until you have figured out how to route that signal to your heart's content. You've at least got ears on the situation.
Yeah. All right.
Excellent. Absolutely.
So yeah.
Charlie,
Perfect.
how about you? Anything? resting on your laurels.
I think Charlie is in a Google dive.
No. I'm sorry. I didn't hear you say my name. Apologies.
I just want to make sure that as they're searching for stuff on these floors up.
Oh, yeah.
Are you looking for anything?
Hell no. Charlie's just thinking about the next fucking floor, right?
Yep.
Just like, God damn it.
Echo also
Drink.
stops to use the bathroom at least twice.
Sure.
Perfect. Yeah, no, you definitely find like 3 water cooler jugs where it's literally just the pressure valve, so you can fill up any individual canteens or Nalgene's y'all might have. Guys, remember when Nalgene's were cooler than whatever the Yeti things are now?
I think that actually Charlie finds like in one of the desks. Charlie Echo finds in one of the desks like somebody's Nalgene bottle that has like stickers like from like national parks all over it.
Aww.
And she's like, "What like that?" and fills it up at one of the machines.
You know what? I'll do you this. On an 11, you don't find any cleaning supplies, but you do find 2 Nalgenes because you know that generators do have to run on gas, and you might still get your Molotov if you successfully handle the 79th floor.
Nice.
How about
All
a
right.
close-to-go cigar?
Nice.
Although those things
well, no,
don't
Nalgene.
break, so.
I was saying Nalgene won't break. She finds like a discarded like Coke bottle or something.
Ever-burning candle. Yeah. Perfect. I hereby give you the Chekhov's gun to load later.
Nice.
Everybody
Or
keep an
just
eye
hit
out.
someone over the head with, if I must.
Theater references. Yes, I'm gonna say that is a decent amount of occupation, as y'all take a little over an hour to climb the stairs, and in the
Actually,
darkness of May.
It was someone's desk vodka that has already been drank, but now it's just the empty desk vodka bottle.
I got really excited about the desk
The
vodka
most
and then
Sarah
had
answer I've ever heard.
Desk vodka?
There's
No,
desk
you
vodka
can't
in the
escape-
90s for sure.
You can't escape Russian stuff.
vodka.
True.
I love it. Okay, cool. Yes, you've got a bottle of not even what the hell is the Giorgio. You've got a bottle of
Yeah, Georgie.
Nice.
Georgie.
An empty
There.
bottle of Georgie.
Oof, man.
Empty bottle of Georgie. Label half.
The
feel.
worst.
Giving me some
Yeah.
fucking serious flashbacks for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't
right?
know why.
Aren't those plastic? Maybe they
Yeah.
were glass in the 90s.
They weren't
Could
in the
be worse.
90s.
Okay.
Could be worse.
Not in the
Could be
90s.
McGillicuddy's.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oof, man. I'm going,
Alexi.
Dr. McGillicuddy's.
I'm going back
the
to
ghost of so many hangovers past is coming.
Hennigan's.
Boone's,
And I don't even smell.
I'm going back
Boone's
to
Farm. Fuzzy Navel.
high school and college and all the places where I shouldn't remember things that have happened to me, and yet somehow I'm still remembering them. What is going on?
You've never bought airplane bottles of Dr. McGillicuddy's cinnamon syrup?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Turnpike?
No, I will neither.
No.
Nope.
I was much classier. I was a Goldschlager girl.
Oh, God help you.
Okay.
How dare you? How dare you?
Oh, taking away your inspiration just for mentioning gold.
Ugh.
No, it's mine.
I'm
God.
pretty sure
No take
one and only
no
time
take backs.
I made like the vodka gummy bears. I used Georgie vodka in it, and just
Ooh.
thinking back on that, I'm like, why?
Okay.
Did
You
I
know,
do
it's not a terrible tangent for this channel to say that vodka gummy bears has inspired me to figure out how to do the Pangalactic Gargle Blaster correctly.
Nice. I want one.
Oh,
Me too.
my workshop has begun. It's just not finished. It's
Oh,
not good, just,
Lord.
but it works.
You're s-
It is.
you are
liquor-
Gotta get
demeaning
the
yourself,
lemons
Patrick.
Smashed in your brain.
Sir, I
Oh.
want it to look like a jiggly gold brick, and then wrap a lemon twist around it. I have a vision. It's about infusing those particular flavors that he made up. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm going to get you guys to the 79th floor because we're definitely not going to continue this game. We've already lost 5 viewers of the 6 viewers we had.
Yeah.
Thank you for sticking on, Nate.
Thank you. Thank you.
But we're going to jump over to the 79th floor.
Oh my God, a map change.
It's time
Dun,
for a
dun,
map
dun.
change. And since I was actually
are
clever
we?
in my prep today and already put you up on a map, you find yourselves
Shift ping.
Ping!
Oh, snap.
up here in the
Yeah,
corner.
baby.
And I'm going to say that as you see the 79 painted in faded letters as the flickering, dim halogen bulb barely lights your way to the exhaustion
Mhm.
of floor 79,
Boop. Charlie just
you see
gags.
a glimmer of light under a closed door.
Echo just kind of like flops, like she makes it all the way up, and then just goes one step up onto the next flight and just like plops her ass down for a second. Just like, I need a moment. Slug some of the water from her Nalgene.
What's the status of this door? Is it closed? Is it propped
Closed.
open? Closed.
Closed.
Is there
with
a window
glimmer coming under it?
Okay.
There is no window in this. Actually, no, I take it back. There is one overlooking the staircase. If you look up here, you can see the blue glass. This one is intact, and you can briefly hear the wind buffeting against it. Unfortunately, I don't have wind in this section. There we go. Wind with a whistle. Perfect. I knew I had one. I was like, I know they set this. This is a really good Syrinscape. I just couldn't find it. It was under my Zoom window.
So Alpha put his ear to the door and hear what he can hear.
Move your ass down there, token.
This is
the door's over here.
Yeah,
the door's over here.
I can't. Oh, what is this then?
That's the stairwell.
That is the stairwell.
Oh god! He jumped on the table! Oh my god!
Dead.
I see. I understand. I thought that was.
Now it's Constitution. You're just gonna do this constantly, aren't you, Patrick?
I said this was going to be fun for me for 3 sessions, not for you.
Oh, poop on you.
You get the joy of making this more than 3 sessions to string it out. Actually, I'm not sure that's...
Charlie will move over to Alpha, just sort of put her hands on the wall and just like do the sort of runner stretch, like, oh god.
Roll me performance check for them to believe that you're a runner. No, it's fine.
Echo's just sitting on the stairs like, let me know when you need me to hit something.
All right. Do I need to roll
I would love a
perception or investigation?
Here's the thing. Investigation is deep and thorough, and you're trying to be subtle about it. So I'm either going to need a stealth first and an investigation at disadvantage, or just a straight perception.
I'll just go... Wait, stealth first and then perception at disadvantage?
Just roll me perception.
Okay.
I'm being a dick. On an 8, you hear muffled noises coming through the door. Based on the small little metal foot track at the base of the floor, you can tell that there's definitely either like a linoleum or one of those little rider tracks at the base of the stairs. You do see some light, and you hear a little bit of faint music and the faintest sounds of chatter. There are people moving about on this floor somewhere. You're not entirely positive. But wait, you could be a little bit more positive. I'm going to honor something from earlier. Delta, you actually have some information from your computer search about what the 79th floor's layout is vaguely looking like.
Nice.
There is, and I'm going to leave this blackened out for you guys for right now for the fun of the mystery of it all, but should there be any accuracy to the floor plans that Delta was able to pull up using that magic of hacking, this area should be cubicles. Office workspace, probably wood or cheap plastic, designed for mobility, designed for rearrangement and flexibility.
Yep.
Over here, there should be elevator shafts, though you do not know, especially with the power cut, where, if anywhere, the elevators were stopped, or if anybody winched them actively to different floors, or if they simply cut them on out and it's just an empty shaft with some cables or no cables. If all is good for the layouts, up here should be restrooms, stalls, and
Are you
little
pinging
bit of
somewhere in
He
the
is.
black?
Yeah, he's pinging
I am.
in the northern section.
I'm pinging in the blackness.
This is a
bathrooms are
very
somewhere. I can't. Yeah, I
map.
can't
It's
see
zoom
any
way
of
the
the
fuck
things so
out.
far.
If you, I was gonna say, yeah, if you
Yeah.
zoom way the fuck out. This is
Yeah.
this is
Bathrooms
the fun
north.
part.
I
Hold on.
Everything.
I will. Chat can see it, by the way. So
Yep.
Great.
So you've got
Oh,
restrooms,
okay. Ooh.
stalls, and some space up here to play with.
Uh-huh.
You've got an entry desk here, so
Mhm.
like a sort of secretary's or entrance to the floor's desk.
Yep.
You've got elevators down here.
Okay. Oh.
You've got cubicles over here. I love the double ripple of 2 different styles of blue.
you're welcome. You're welcome.
And then you've got office windows and conference rooms all along the western front.
Okay.
And then some sort of either kitchen or common room area up here.
Okay.
Which is where you talk about TPS reports and you jump to conclusion maps.
Weenus is all out of whack.
Central.
Marcus, I would say on a perception of 8, doors aren't fantastic. They do block things. But you can surmise that it probably reasons that if there's a group of 3 downstairs, then the division of their troops at a standard safe labor would be somewhere between 3 to 8 on this floor, depending on the value of the target asset they're protecting, and how much they expect anybody to get this far up past 9 downstairs.
Well,
you presume that you could use... No worries. You presume that you could use these for cover, although knowing the quality of guns you saw when you guys clocked in downstairs and you made a military-related check, these things, while they might provide line of sight cover, ain't gonna do shit against heavy weaponry. They are at best throw pillows in the way of landing their hits, and would probably not add nearly the armor value, penetration value challenge that you'd like to use as full cover or 3 cover quarter protection. Megan.
Does the floor plan tell me that outside the window a walkway, a ledge, or anything like that, or is it just sheer face of the building?
Free
Tom Petty.
falling.
Yeah.
At this level, it would be a steep decline to the next tier. And Matt, back me up on this with Google Maps. I believe the nearest layoff point is somewhere in the 60s.
I'll have to take a look.
The layer cake system of the
that sounds about right.
I want to say it's like the 60s.
Yeah,
there is a net somewhere, but I don't know what floor. I
The
think
net is much higher up because the net is for the overlook,
Yeah.
which is on 99.
Yeah. That's correct.
So that you can't throw pennies or jump on.
Right.
That I do remember for sure.
Yeah, it's in the the 86th has the observation decks. Then there's another one at the 102nd floor, which is it's past the actual building part.
The 102nd is in the needle, and you're inside.
Exactly,
you can't
exactly. But then there's a small layer between 86th and 78, right above where we are. Sorry, 78 is the level where we're at. So the topmost level of the sort of second layer of the building, because then in the 65th floor and down it's just one shot straight down.
Yeah,
folks, this session was brought to you by Google Maps.
So from what I understand, they radioed. He said, I don't know if we actually heard him do it, that he was going to radio ahead and tell Francisco that we were coming. So I don't know that the element of surprise is going to be.
And then Charlie very specifically also didn't give her name.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Did not.
So I'm gonna leave that up to the team as to what they think that means is going to happen.
Well, seems like we only got 2 options. We either bust in guns blazing or try to talk our way in a little bit further.
Bad. Guns blazing.
Or the brain trust goes in and has a nice little chat while I skulk about the shadows and keep my eye on things in case things go sideways.
There's only one way in, though.
Yeah, I know, but we don't know how many people are there.
I see.
Not a bad idea to have somebody hang back. They may not know how many of us there are.
Okay.
I mean, I stay on this side of the door. You lot go in. And if somebody says, I thought there were 4 of you, I walk in behind you. If nobody says shit, I hang back for a moment. I mean, I may not be a bloody genius, but it ain't that hard.
That's fine. I think that's acceptable.
Sure.
Okay.
And I think, Charlie, it's on the off chance that your talents are what got us here this far. Not the off chance that they got us here this far. They have gotten us here this far.
Mm-hmm.
But on the off chance that can continue because you told them that, you went to high school with this Francisco guy,
Mm-hmm.
I think we gotta run it out until it runs out is what I'm trying to say.
Sounds great. I'll run it out, like you say. I'm just a little kind of getting back on tack here. Look outside the window. How much time has elapsed.
Like I said, we are well past 3 a.m. and you guys have not slept in a while. I would say it is still dark, and from this height, this vantage, you can see the twinkling lights of New Jersey, which are a paradise compared to New York Max Penitentiary, despite what other people might joke about New Jersey.
So how much time do we have left? Is what I'm trying to say.
That's a great question.
We've got the watches, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. I looked down at my faux awesome digital watch.
Yeah. Clock reads 19, 15, 14 hours. 19 hours, 15 minutes, 14 seconds left. Ticking on down.
That's a lot of time.
That is still a lot of time. But you've also got a lot more ground to cover. You are gonna have to work your way north through more gang territories
to get to Central Park.
That's okay.
To get to the center of Central Park.
Yes, so I assume we're aiming for like Sheep's Meadow area, Great Lawn.
Strawberry Fields forever.
Sheep's Meadow is a little further south. We're probably headed like Great Lawn.
First things first. First things first. Detonator. Second second. Escape plan. Yep. Cool.
Right.
So let me see.
Look at it this way. Much easier going downstairs than it is going up them.
Oh yeah, I know. Can't be any worse. All right, so Charlie will go over to the door and sort of tap Alpha on the shoulder and say, mind if I have a go?
Right on ahead.
Thank you. Smile immediately dissipates as soon as he moves out of the way. And then love you, man. Yes.
I'm gonna move here so that I'm not in direct line of sight of the door.
Yep, I'm gonna die. This is exactly where I die.
Just in case you die.
And I'm staying. Echo drags herself off the stairs and kind of hugs the wall over here behind everybody else.
All right, Charlie will knock on the door softly. Tap, 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 tap.
Or actually, she's going to go hug the wall down the stairs so that she's out of sight if somebody looks out the window, looks out the door.
Megan, were you listening to the elevator music or were you flipping channels during this?
She was staying pretty much on the suspiciously silent channel.
Great.
Let's focus.
Cool. Because about the time you see Alpha and Charlie moving towards the door, you hear a crackle. Come on, and a little bit of music playing. And as you do, you hear a voice pipe on through the radio. Hey there, you cool cats and late night ladies. We're coming to you live with FM Francisco here from New York Max. That's right, we're playing all the greatest hits and getting you the information out there from the NLFA, and you fine supporters getting a chance to listen to something fun here. We'll promote more of what we're doing later, but first, let's throw some tracks on the air. And as music starts to play, Delta, something is nagging at the back of your brain when you hear that voice.
Okay.
Roll me a history check.
Oh, God. It's Casey Kasem.
Oh.
Motherfucker.
She's going to know. No, she's going to know him from high school.
It's our fucking fixer that betrayed us and got us in this fucking shit in the first place. Okay, so this is an ability check to recall information, so I get to roll this at advantage.
Nice.
Nice.
We like this.
So, let's see. History? Is there history? There's no history.
There should be history, isn't there?
Not unless...
No, you're absolutely right. No, I'm going to call this...
How dare you?
Sorry, that is a reflex on my part. Social science. No.
Streetwise?
That's about navigating cities.
Insight.
I'm gonna say it's insight, but you get that advantage bonus.
Okay, great. Is it going? Okay, 11. 19.
There you go.
All right.
Megan, on a 19. I want you to take an inspiration point for calling it before the DM says so.
But
the door is
Nice.
thrown open as Alpha and Charlie begin their plan, and Delta reaches out, going, "No, no, 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 no!" And that is where we're going to cut.
Fuck.
To break, ladies.
God damn it!
Nice. I'm glad I hid down the stairs.
Oh,
I will kill this man. So
take your inspiration point. Well played.
Oh my goodness.
5-minute break up for you folks.
5-minute break and peak.
Beautiful. Woo! See you guys in 5 minutes.
And welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, and everyday heroes gamers. We are here, Act 2, bless you, Part 2, back from our break. We're going to dive into it.
Oh, dude.
Our intrepid adventurers have just reached the 79th floor, where a massive plot twist has occurred, courtesy of your favorite GM PM. Because as the doors were flung open by the two eager beaver members of the team, our resident hacker and techsmith had a insightful revelation that perhaps the person they're going to speak to is none other than the man who set them up to get arrested for the bank robbery or screwed up and got them arrested for the bank robbery in the first place. In fact, why don't we use this opportunity to show people what the NLFA demagogue looks like? You should all be able to see this fine piece of artwork now on your screens.
Nice 8-pack.
Yes.
Yeah.
This gentleman, who for the sake of keeping things simple and cliche for a good 80s action movie will go by the name Tommy Rico, has apparently found himself a home inside New York Maximum Penitentiary. When he got here, well, it's very possible that the reason the fixer didn't get you the rest of the details is that he was arrested not long before you folks, but seems to have used his charming, convincing skills to get himself a job with the NLFA and is working at the very radio broadcast frequency station where the bomb seems to be. And as the door is flung open, I'm going to describe to you, fine folks, since we actually just opened the door on this code, that Alpha and Charlie do in fact see into the room. As we look in on the rows and banks of torn paper, shredded both from machine guns and what looks like cuts, possibly other machetes and hacksaw weapons of some kind, we see an NLFA, damn it, you guys.
It's not just us! It's not just us!
An NLFA lieutenant up here, patrolling near the common area, an NLFA soldier over here, and off in the distance, glass walls along the far side. You see thrown, shredded scraps and confettis of paper. You hear one whistling window far off in the corner. There is noise, but for the most part, it's been sort of taped over and sort of patched up with some sort of blue tarp to kind of cover and prevent some of the wind flow, but you can still hear a whistle through, and there's a bit of a chill in the air as we return to the setting of the 79th floor. I'm going to put the tense music back on and turn it up a little bit, because this is not fun times, kids.
Has anyone noticed us?
Yes, as the door is flung open, I am going to say that you do get notice from these two up here who begin approaching towards you.
Oh, shit. Okay, here we go.
Delta's just going to say, it's him. And just try to, give them at least a heads up that there's someone in there that we all know.
Well, it's him is very, very vague.
Do we see him?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think we do.
No, you don't see him right now, but Delta definitely recognized the voice. And more importantly, if you look to the sides, then the people approaching are going to realize that there may be more people with you. So first and foremost, I need a stealth roll from Delta on that whisper yell.
Well, Delta's halfway down the hall. If you look at where she is on the map,
she's right next to them.
Oh, I meant, meaning if those two look to her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's fair. That's fair. Oh,
there you go.
Not bad.
19.
Not bad.
19 is good enough, so I will leave it up to Charlie and to Alpha as to how you do or don't react to that, but you do clearly hear her say, "It's him," whatever that might mean. As these two approach in your direction, hey, are you there? Come on. And you just see one gloved combatant's hand, sort of a very clean, militaristic, sharp gesture of, come on over. What are you doing here?
Charlie has her hands up. Like just gasping for air.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so tired. I'm so sorry. Just falls to her knees. Sort of comes in and just drops in front of the, not the lieutenant, but the other soldier. I'm sorry. Do you have any water? Please help me. Just grabs onto his legs.
What are you looking to do with this grab?
Just sort of like, not like holding like in an insistent way, just sort of like in a pleading way.
Your choice. Performance or persuasion?
Oh, it doesn't matter to me. Both of them are fucking amazing. So, okay. I'll go with performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it doesn't fucking look good, then I'll throw an influence die on there, but we'll see. Yeah, it looks okay.
It looks all right.
Yeah. I need you to be a little bit more smug about that.
I'm sorry. It looks okay to me. Is that better?
As that happens, the other guard sort of grabs you by the shoulder, but you do at least get a chance to, if you want. I'm gonna pull up the
like Charlie does the whole
sort of really sell it and potentially convince the soldier anyway that you may not be as terribly dangerous.
Yeah.
As the insistence is making them out to be.
Open hands.
You don't notice much on their person. You definitely feel that there is a full-on ballistic vest, which you can see.
Mm-hmm.
It is very clearly going to be a different set of problems for you along the way if that becomes a recurring thing to interact with. But like, if you're not directly shooting at them, then ballistic vest isn't that terrible. But it might look nice and help you stop some more bullets since you don't want to aim that gun all that much.
Yeah.
You also notice a fairly large tactical combat knife, as well as an MP5 and an SMG.
That's a machete. That's
not
a tactical
that's a
knife.
big fucking knife, man. That's not a knife.
This is a knife.
Besides,
It's a sword.
Thought about that movie in years.
Point of order. Besides this lieutenant and this soldier, is there anyone in my particular vision except for these two, or could see us?
I think you can see a figure far off here.
Where is here?
Going to be about 140 feet away.
Damn, those cubicles must be fucking laid out low, yo. All right, let's put.
Yeah.
This is the 90s. Cubicles are like way the fuck up here. None of this like, like floor plan. Like, what do they call that?
They are what? Open floor plan?
Yeah, open floor plan bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Those cubicles are.
When did Office Space come out?
Oh, Jesus.
394.
Yeah.
These are Office Space cubicles.
It looks exactly like Office Space.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my
come in on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to put that bomb back.
So Charlie, noticing
do it on Friday.
If Charlie can, in fact, make sure that this performance has not attracted any undue attention except for these two.
I'm gonna say on a 20 that is the case in this.
Cool.
Everything else is far enough away.
Charlie will sort of gesture outside and say, "My friends and I, we've all been so tired. We're walking up here for hours and hours and hours. We just need some help. My friend, she's out there. She just passed out completely. We could really use your help. Please, we were just here to join your wonderful organization. Do you have any water?"
The soldier moves to go clip what seems to be maybe like a water canteen you hadn't quite noticed in your performative frisk, but the lieutenant keeps that hand clamped on your shoulder and says,
No, there's nobody allowed up here. You're not supposed to be here. I'm gonna need you to tell me what the hell's going on.
No, my friend is outside. We walked up 79 flights of stairs and she just passed out. I think she needs help. Please, she needs help. And she will try to. I can't hypnotize anymore, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But I will attempt to persuade. Now, I do have an influence die on this.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't work out, I will attempt to persuade both of these people to just go outside and take a look outside.
Alrighty. Let me pull up what exactly I think that check is supposed
Please tell
to
me.
be. Yeah.
Deception, perhaps?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go with deception. I like that. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Let's call it a 16 deception. I'm gonna audible that on the play, because they leave us some room, but differently.
Okay.
Yes, quietly.
Yes, quietly. I look at this door very quickly. Does it look like it's relatively sound?
I think your quick gauge of that while performing this entire Hans Gruber routine tells you.
Oh, I love that.
Slamming that door quiet. That's what I did earlier. I said, "Oh God, you're one of them."
Yeah.
Oh no, please. I think what's going to happen is if you slam that door, it's those obnoxious metal doors that you find in a lot.
Oh
of
yeah.
buildings where
okay.
it'll block a bunch of the noise, but it's going to draw attention to the fact that the door slammed shut as well.
That's fine.
So you're going to have to do a slight to close it if you were
cool.
If you were gonna
that's cool.
Divide and conquer here.
Yep, I got this. I got this.
Okay,
no worries.
If you know what you're doing, I wait.
So I will make a deception check to get these two fuckers outside.
I would also like to say that once I saw them go through the door and nobody came to look out, I sort of moved up a little closer. I'm like here now.
Cool.
And I say
But
that
still-
as a part of my stealth check, I moved 2 steps back.
I'll allow that. You can.
Actually, I was gonna say
back if you want.
I was gonna say, can I actually just make a stealth check to be hidden here, but like crouched at the top of the stairs?
Yes,
because I did intend to be hiding out here in case anybody looked for me. I just don't.
And I'm gonna call that a 12. No, yeah, I'm gonna call that a 12. Excuse me, because you're already around the corner, and you are. There is echoing in the hallway, but it's not impossibly.
Oh fuck you, 11.
You want to use it now?
Yeah, I'm gonna use my inspiration. Fuck it.
Yep.
Oh my god! Fuck you!
No!
Guys, I have a
Wow!
No!
+6 in stealth, for Christ's sake.
I appreciate you turning the karma dice back on, but it wasn't necessary. Okay, I'm going to say that you are crouched in the stairwell, but not.
I'm crouched, but I'm not necessarily hidden.
Yeah, no,
that's fine.
It's not a punishment.
Yep.
Simply a lack of.
But I will. I'll be crouched, trying to look like I'm winded, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, Charlie will sort of not seeing anything outside. Charlie will sort of insistently say, "My friend, she's just on the verge of exhaustion. She's so tired and so thirsty. Please, you've got to help her."
Yep. Persuade me, Matthew.
Deception, sir. Disweption.
Deceive me, Matthew.
Disweption.
I will diswep you off your feet. Here we go.
Swept you off your feet.
It's Schweppes Bitter Lemon.
Disweps. This stream sponsored by. This stream sponsored by.
Good.
An
Good.
18 is high enough.
Okay.
Yes.
You are
Good.
able to successfully deceive this lieutenant with your ploy, because there is enough truth that there is somebody out there, and you did climb those stairs, and you are slightly, if not entirely, winded. Enough to give yourself a slight nudge and edge. Alpha, I had roughly had you in that doorway, but you are hanging behind, so I'm going to say if you want to throw a stealth on there real quick as well.
I'd love to.
Yeah. I know, give the rogue a
Oh my
check.
god.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes.
You guys
We like
only
this.
hate me. God.
For now.
Yeah,
It wasn't a
For
great
now.
roll.
For now.
Don't worry, Sarah.
Everything
Yeah,
in
I
life.
have a +6, and I got a 10 and an 11. So
It's-
there
Yeah.
you go.
I was trying to make you feel better.
Good job.
Oh,
Even
no.
I get
Yeah,
bored
yeah.
sometimes.
It's not worth it.
Should you say even I get
Nope.
bored sometimes?
I'm just gonna be cranky.
Props.
Even I get bored.
I have quoted New Hope more times in the last month and a half due to sheer circumstance than I have in the last 10 years.
I love the cuts.
Oh man, I gotta up my game here.
So
I don't think I have any Star Wars quotes in this one yet.
Am I not seen at all?
On a 23, I'm going to say that you caught Megan's stealthy delivery and sort of just rolled along the wall as the door was flung open.
And
before
Kronk
they fully knew what the noise was. No, it's
no, it's better than Kronk. I'm sorry.
Yeah. No,
Can I?
It was enough. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I follow that reasonable stealth roll up with pulling out a weapon? Just out.
Yes.
Let me whip this out.
Megan and I are both going off on it.
Yes. What's the situation with dual wielding in this? I have not done enough homework.
I also have not done that particular homework because none of you
Sarah!
have dual wielding.
Sarah, come to our rescue, Sarah!
I'm going to look.
What's the ruling?
It's my moment.
I was like, I haven't looked this up either. Shit, man. Penchopedia is...
Penchopedia? Yeah.
Penchopedia.
Yeah.
All right. Do we even have dual wielding rolls? Let's just
111 or 133. Looks like there's duelist and dual pack, but not dual wielding. So I'm going to presume that there isn't, but I would probably allow the usual disadvantage roll without the bonus. Here we go. Duelist training.
Sharpshooters can do dual pistols. Okay, it doesn't use the word dual, but let's see.
Try 2 weapon.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Weapon fighting.
Mm-hmm. If it's anything similar to 5e, which is what it's modernly, I guess is what it's based off with a modern twist, right?
Okay, search doesn't give you 2 weapon. Let me.
It's probably a thing that has to be.
Mm-hmm. It might be a feat or something like that.
Yeah, feat.
Yeah.
Let's see. It would probably be under Le Combat. So attack basics 2 tools.
Most of the weapons in this game are like one-handed, two-handed. Like they'll tell you like how what slots they take up.
There are 2 of them that are allegedly going to be lured out with this.
Oh yeah.
And how close is Delta to me?
About 15 feet back.
15?
Looks like.
Oh, I see. I forget that I have a map in front of me. All right. I have a plan.
Uh-huh.
And you can tell me if this is doable. I would like to. I don't know if this is a sleight of hand necessary thing that I would like to do, but I would like to, I guess, toss my Beretta to Delta, and I would like to pull out my shotgun.
Oh my god!
I know that Delta is not a weapon person, but it's for a purpose.
Okay.
To make the loudest noise possible.
So is that something that is possible?
Delta's gonna need a sleight of hand, right? I think.
Or acrobatics to catch it.
I mean, they're both the same. So
trying to be helpful.
I'm gonna say
yeah, no, I appreciate it. But,
roll me up a sleight to catch it without it clattering on the.
Does my throw have anything to do with it? Because I have a +7 to sleight of hand.
No, I'm gonna say that the 23 stealth helps, but it is still pertinent on her catching something she didn't know she was going to need to catch.
That's fair.
So I'm going to say no. I'm going to say it's a DC 13.
That's fair.
To not make any noise. It is challenging, but not impossible.
Woo!
There you go.
Nice.
There you go.
All right.
Delta's a little bit like at the radio in one hand and is like.
So when she catches it, I'm going to say, follow my lead. And I'm going to have my shotgun just standing there.
Perfect. Oh, jeez. Okay. Great.
I don't know. What kind of gun is it? It's a Beretta?
It's a pistol, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a pistol. Never mind. I was like, I like double.
I'm just going to flip right back to armor value and penetration value right now before we need it in a second. And we're going to say, yes, Charlie, talk me through how you get lieutenant on that 18 deception.
Mm-hmm.
through the doorway.
Yeah, I just sort of point through the doorway, and like I'm still on my knees. I'm like, please, you've got to help her. And I just sort of like fall into a heap and just start sobbing. Like I don't guide them through the door. I just point and stay there.
Okay, and are you doing anything if and around the soldier if you make the assumption that the pawns in your newest 3-person cults are going to do what you think and predict they're going to?
I don't know the question. Are you asking me what I'm going to do?
Are you chambering an action for...
Yeah, when they walk through the door, I'm going to shut the fucking door.
Got it. Okay, cool.
I'm going to actually do something very un-Echo-like and draw my gun. Seeing these two have guns, I'm like, well, fuck. I guess I got brought next to a gunfight. I'm gonna pull out my gun.
All right. Yeah, no,
I'm not aiming at anything. I just have it. I have it subtly in my hand.
I'm just trying to look at the succession of events in a 6-second span of what it's about to happen here, because I think it's going to work the way you guys want. So yes, I'm going to say as the lieutenant steps to the door, gun drawn, there is going to be one... The problem is I don't know if surprise round is the right phrasing, because you did specify that there is someone in the hallway. But I am going to say...
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
If it helps, I've got my shotgun at the door frame. Basically, so when his head walks up to the door,
oh my god,
he's gonna see my gun, the barrel of a shotgun.
You know what I think we're gonna do? I think we're gonna do the only thing that makes sense. We are going to switch to turn-based mode, and I need everybody to roll me an initiative.
Okay, that's fair.
And I am going to, in justification of a successful stealth and deception, I'm gonna roll the lieutenant at a disadvantage for an initiative. I think that's how this is best.
There we go. Oh, god damn.
I get advantage.
Oh no.
Dear dice, fuck you.
Still way too high. Charlie Echo Delta Alpha, you are at 22. That's
Thank
great.
God.
That's
at least something.
I also get...
Yeah, so if you have the token highlighted when you go into your character sheet, it'll immediately drop you into the initiative.
I got you. Okay.
And then I am also going to drop the soldier into a niche.
Mm-hmm.
But just a regular, because he's out there with Charlie. Oh, it's 6.
Right.
Good.
That's good, though.
That actually makes sense.
We like this.
Yeah, no, I think this works perfectly for everybody involved. 2 and 4 make 6. That's who we have here. That's how math works. Ladies and gentlemen, starting with Alpha, your rogue for the party has begun the initiative. I can't get out of the voice. Sorry.
It's fine.
Who's 16?
The lieutenant.
The NLFA lieutenant who's about to get
bad guy.
Pocket full of Alpha.
Okay, so I am holding my turn with my shotgun at head height, just out of eyesight of the door frame. Yeah,
and as they walk through the door frame, they are going to, and that is a... Hold on. Lieutenant. That is AV3 medium ballistic and +2 to save bonus. So, first and foremost, they walk through the door. You have the Hild's essentially start of initiative on this. Are you pulling the trigger the minute they come through the door?
I am not.
Okay.
As soon as I see him, I have something I would like to say as soon as I see him.
I see this now.
I do not want to make noise. And I'm going to say to him, if you make a sound, it'll be your last. And I try to I basically reach out with my gun pointed at his head to kind of grab him, not to grapple him, but to kind of nudge him towards me to see if he will kind of kneel to the ground or put his hands up, ready to pull the trigger if he resists.
I like it. I like it a lot. I'm going to say add a 3 to that strength check, and he is going to resist slightly, but will keep his mouth shut because there is a shotgun to his face.
I am not strong.
That is 16 for him and a 7 for you on strength. Okay, so he doesn't move, but he doesn't open his mouth.
I am going to...
I'll count that as your interaction.
I don't know if I want to burn my inspiration with this.
Oh.
Okay, so I guess I'm going to, since he's not moving with some pressure, I'm going to see if I can verbally get him to do what I want him to do.
Okay.
And I'm going to, I guess, intimidate him. Or I don't know. I don't know what it would be.
That's a charisma check.
Which we like. And I'm going to say to him, shut up and get down if you want to live another day. And then I'm going to motion him with my other hand to the ground.
We love to see it.
And then I need to roll. Would it be a persuasion? I feel like this is an intimidation.
That is.
I do have a gun.
Fucking intimidating.
Oh, it's definitely intimidating.
Which I don't get any bonuses, but I do get do I get advantage?
Yeah, you do. Intimidation is charisma.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, Delta's an ex-cop. She, as soon as you threw her the gun, everything is like by the book, like cover for you. So she is like got the bead, like ready. So.
All right. 2 12s.
Okay. The check in my head was a 12, so you're good. Meets it, beats it.
Sweet.
Oh.
They widen their eyes.
Are they both through the door now?
No.
Okay.
Charlie, I believe, was about to close the door between the two, yeah?
I was when the second one went through.
Oh, when the second one went through. Okay, so then... Okay, so this makes it a little bit more difficult. I'm going to tango you two up here for the end of your turn to make that happen. But that also means this is a harder persuasion or intimidation check once the other one makes it through the door, not to yell or yelp. Right. Because they are now about to witness this. So, that is a intimidation check, a grapple, and it's intimidation and a grapple. So technically speaking, I feel like we're pushing major action and interaction on this. But they did default to you, yeah. I'm gonna say that it is taking us next in initiative. So this is now Charlie to complete this next task. Thankfully, the initiative is in your favor here.
Yeah. I'm gonna hold my action to close the door, or to hold my action to. I mean, do I look at the guy and does he see that something happened? Does he recognize that something off what happened, or no? This guy.
That's a good question. Yeah. Insight is wisdom. Nope.
Cool.
No clue.
Yeah, beautiful. I'm just like, oh, please, you've got to, please go follow your is he your boss? Is he your boss?
As you hold the action for them to go through the door, and you throw the door shut after that.
Oh yeah.
Are you quiet door or loud?
Yeah, quiet door. Then
for the rest of your major action on that held action, let it be. Let's call it a sleight of hand.
Fair.
14.
Fair.
Not impossible, but enough to be.
I have a +4 to sleight of hand.
Okay. All right.
Not bad.
You said 14, right?
Do it. 14.
All right.
I want to reward. Oh. I don't know if this would count for your bardic dice.
Nope, it does not.
Okay.
Because it's not a charisma check.
Well, then I'm going to let this tense-ass fucking music keep playing, and we're going to move on to the next round. And I'm going to say that there is a choom as the door shuts. This does beautifully line up the Delta. You have the gun pulled, and both guards have been somewhat unexpectedly thrust through the door. Their weapons are raised, but you do technically have the jump on their awareness should you or Echo decide to act before the start of their reactable round.
before Delta goes, can Charlie, after closing the door, just like move her entire movement to like a little alcove, which I think I see over here on the bottom
That's
right
the
corner?
elevator bank.
Oh fuck!
That's the elevator.
Yeah, does not go to the elevator bank.
Stay away from those.
All
That's
down
a
the
long
elevator
drop.
shaft.
It
If
just
you'd
jumps
like
right
to
down the
take
elevator shaft.
a long walk to a short crouch.
Yeah,
I will gladly give you
My
the
current escape
remaining
plan.
bad idea.
character.
So I will
in the
just
list of characters.
Charlie will just get up and crawl to the nearest cubicle and get low to the ground. Just
There is one other option, which is you can dive over the secretary.
fuck yes, dive over the yes, 100%.
Which is cinematic enough that I don't mean to railroad or backseat
Love it.
game on you, but I feel for the visual of this. It's worth it.
Yeah, she's not very good at it, so it's very awkward and not acrobatic at all. She just like,
Even but you dolphin flop. over
yep,
there.
100%.
As Charlie Luchador belly flops over, there is a resounding echo as a door that has not
see what you
been
did there.
slammed in a while.
See what you did there. Echo. It's good.
Luchador.
It's good. It's good.
Guys, this has been great. This is the last time Matt's going to let me DM for that.
Never again.
The echo resounds in Charlie's ears as it becomes Delta's turn with Echo on deck on the other side of that resounding door.
Okay, but the door is closed.
The door is closed.
Okay. She's gonna snap the gun up and aim it towards the next guy that just came through, and she's just gonna say, "Drop it."
Intimidation.
At my strength, but let's see what we got.
Fuck yeah.
17.
17 is good. Ex-cop starting to
It's
show.
all going according to
Yeah.
plan.
There we go. Hell of a plan. Love it when a plan falls apart.
I have a plan
Enjoy it
that's
while
the
we
opposite
can.
of that.
I think that is a beautiful command for your interact. Do you want to do anything with your action bonus action?
If he doesn't,
Yeah.
if he doesn't drop it, then I'll probably charge him and try to stun gun him. So,
Obviously.
yeah.
It is his turn next.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave it to the dice on this. Call me 60-40 again, Megan.
Oh God. All right. Let's go high this time. Come on.
All right. Higher than 60, and he is gonna draw his gun. Nope. Okay. He swings his hands on up, and the strap holding his gun to him sort of shuffles a little bit and bangs against the door. There's an extra little thump Charlie hears through the muffling of the door, but you have both of them properly intimidated, mouths shut, riot gear fully on, and they hold their action. But one has his gun out and is got a shotgun trained directly to his face mask.
Oh, is he not
has
on the
hands
ground?
up. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, he did get on the ground, right? With that intimidation, he absolutely did. Yeah, no, you're right. So both of them are not hogtied, but under control on here. The tension is good. Echo.
All right, Echo is going to move down here. She's going to like very casually stroll right down here.
Mm-hmm.
And as she's strolling, she's going to reach into one of like the pockets on her cargo pants and pull out her roll of duct tape.
Yeah.
And she's going to look
Yes.
to the guy who's on the floor and say, "Well, lads, the way I see it, we've got a choice. We can do things the easy way," and she waves the duct tape, "or the hard way," and waves the gun. I leave it up to you.
And I will leave it up to you as to whether that is a persuasion or an intimidation check.
I think that's probably an intimidation check because she's waving a gun at him.
Agreed.
All right. Let's say 14 to scare him, 16 or higher.
Grinning.
And they are absolutely going to just offer up
All right.
lists.
Come on, dice.
Okay.
12.
Okay.
12. All right. They are not feeling confident, but they are not immediately bending over his ass.
All right, I am going to.
Did you get alcohol?
Who, me?
Yeah. Did
No,
one of you
empty
guys
bottle.
get alcohol? An empty bottle.
She got an empty bottle.
Oh, I have an
sitting
empty
in one
bottle.
of the office
No,
Just the
I thought you
spirit
meant in real life. I'm
of
like,
alcohol.
what? I'm sitting
No.
here.
No.
I was looking.
No. Okay,
Vodka.
no.
I was like,
Nope.
right
I'm
now, at break?
Matt, for thinking like a cult leader, just take the inspiration point.
Oh,
I know where
thank
you're going
you.
with that. I know
Nice.
where you're going.
All right.
You know where I'm going with it? Okay. You're
Mhm.
welcome. Thank you.
If that
Thank
was
you.
my free interaction, then I am going to hold action to whip him across the face with the roll of duct tape as an improvised, as a small improvised weapon.
Pistol whipping
Ah.
with duct tape.
I'm gonna- Or actually, I'm sorry, that would probably be a tiny. Would that be duct tape tiny or small? What do we think?
Small.
Small.
Small?
To
Okay.
me,
Then
tiny is like butterfly knife or lighter. The duct tape roll, especially if it's a fresh roll. I feel
it
like
is a
this would
fresh
be little
roll.
bit
I got it.
heftier.
I got it from the stash. So, all right.
Mhm.
Yeah, then I'm gonna if either of them makes if the one with the one in front of me, if the lieutenant makes an aggressive move, my held action is gonna be to whip him across the face with a roll of duct tape.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna call that my turn.
Alrighty. That brings us back to the start of the turn.
I'm going to attempt to fully grapple the
Mhm.
guy that I have on the ground with the gun, and try to get his hands behind his back to assist with this detain situation. I would also like to, I don't know if this is possible on the same turn, like kick his gun, which I assume is next to him since he's on the ground, away from him.
I feel like that's going to be a bonus action for the kick.
Okay.
Like a controlled kick is fine. And I don't know if I want to. No, because he's. I think for the sake of failing that first grapple, this just a beefier dude than you, just a little bit broader in shoulder. I don't think there's going to be a bonus this time round. I think it is just a
straight grapple.
Doable, straight grapple though.
Would this be an unarmed strike attack, or is this just a?
No, it's an opposed strength.
Oh, just an opposed strength. Okay.
Grapple.
Okay.
Opposed
Is
athletics.
the lieutenant? Yeah. Oh, athletics.
Thank you, Penchapedia.
Good. That's better. Strength is -1.
I love it.
Athletics is +2.
And that's a 7.
There
What
you
the
go.
bells?
There we go. 17.
There we go.
I think he knows when to admit
Ooh,
defeat
nice.
on this trained. Lays down, arms behind.
Hands behind his back. Kick the gun away, and I'll kind of look up at Echo like any day now, so she can duct tape his hands.
Yep. I can't do it till my turn, so she just kind of shrugs.
All right. As the lieutenant lays down, you are going to hear them say, you're not going to be able to get away with something like this. This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Whoever the hell you are and whatever the hell you want.
Shut the fuck up.
Boy, mate.
That was great. Marcus is like, shut the fuck up. That was so sincere sounding.
But I said don't talk.
That was the most sincere sounding thing I've heard on this entire channel since we started. Shut the fuck up.
That brings us back outside the other side of the door to Charlie.
Oh god. Charlie's just huddling in the corner
Mhm.
and like trying his best to remain low and like, and then Charlie will sort of look at the wall behind her. How thin is this wall?
I mean, that one there between you and them.
Yeah.
It'll be cinder blocks.
It's a concrete wall. It's
Okay.
cinder blocks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's structural.
Yeah.
Proper.
There's
a load bearing wall, man.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sort of tap on the wall, just shave and a haircut.
Oh, waiting for.
Can I hear that? Charlie and I are both against the wall. Can we hear it?
Yes, sort of. It's muffled. But
I'll kick the wall twice.
Matthew,
we went through a lot of trouble to be very quiet this whole time.
With a steel toe boot.
Matthew, how delicate are you with that particular shave and a haircut?
Delicate, but not overly delicate. Like, I need them to hear me. Because if I know that it's like a concrete fucking wall, I can't be like, do, 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 do. Like, that won't go through. So I have to be loud enough that they can hear me on the other side of the wall. But no more.
Perfect amount for penetration.
Yes. Well said. Well said.
And sexual.
Yeah, well, we could check. Yeah. Yeah, you didn't have to, like, we got, yeah. Yeah.
What we in the business call a double entendre.
This channel.
The best part is, I've never had ambitions about being the serious version of the channel, so I can't stop it. But I will say, Matthew, I think the problem arises when Charlie goes to do that Charlie hears from over her shoulder, "Hey, who are you? What are you doing on this floor?" As you notice that around the corner, the slamming of the door has drawn the attention of another
God damn it.
NLFA soldier who is very quickly moving in your direction, gun drawn in a slightly controlled stance. As you are mid-post, just like knock on the concrete.
Charlie just decides to finish it like, uh-oh.
Tap, tap.
Help.
Listen, Marvin, you're going to be fine. Just stay in the car.
Does Charlie know SOS in Morse code?
I think yes. Delta, on shave and a haircut, you do hear something faint and vague through the concrete wall. Because Charlie was just tapping with her knuckles on that. So I don't feel like it's really going to come through.
Okay.
What is your passive perception?
Deltas?
Yeah.
It is somewhere on this sheet.
Top right.
Yeah.
Just
your
top perception
right?
plus 10.
Please. Perception plus 10. 16 then.
Okay, you know what?
16.
16
There we
is
go.
actually higher than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to say yes. A passive
Damn.
of 16. You can either choose to respond or not.
I think at this point, Delta's police training has taken over. The situation is not secure out here. So we still, nobody's been duct taped. The guy at the door still has his weapon, even though he's got his hands in the air. So I think there is, unfortunately for Charlie at the moment, no answer.
We love that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is your turn
okay.
proper. So
Great.
I want you to make your own decisions. I don't want to speak on your behalf.
Delta's gonna move here. She's gonna keep the gun on him, and she's going to motion for him to come towards her and kneel. And when he does that on his turn, she'll hold her action to disarm him.
Okay. Yeah, I think he knows when he's beat right now, and they're not positive they can take all three of you, though it is definitely a suspicion. And he's going to move in that direction. Are you actively tying him up as well?
Can I do both on my turn, or can I just do one?
Yes.
Can I just disarm him and then wait for Echo to tie him up?
Yeah. You know what? I would allow the disarm in that case then.
Okay, yeah, because it's like she wants him to use his movement and kneel, and then she is going to take his gun while keeping her gun trained on him, and then wait for Echo to tie him up, to incapacitate him.
Okay. Yeah, then I will allow you to unclip the gun. And then disarm. Yeah, while he's doing that.
Great.
But it is his turn next. So, is he stupid or a hero? Is he stupid or common?
She's going to say, one sound, and everything you've worked for disintegrates.
60-40.
Damn, he's not in range of me.
You see a thought cross his eyes, but he doesn't try anything.
Okay.
He puts his hands behind his head.
All right. She takes the gun and slings it over her own shoulder while just still, like, steady as a rock, just gun straight to his forehead.
Elsa has so many guns all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I'm Ripley all of a sudden. It's great.
Give me 1 second to switch my headphones, guys.
No worries.
Battery's starting.
No problem.
Okay.
So now that he doesn't hear us,
wait.
Damn it!
Damn it! Evil plan.
It was a nice try. It was a nice try.
Okay. Hear me now?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You hear us?
It's the bad headphones.
It's okay. As long as we can hear you.
We can.
They
Can you
sound-
not
they
hear
sound
us?
okay.
Oh,
They sound
oh,
good.
maybe he
I
couldn't
don't
hear
think
us.
I don't think he can hear us.
Oh.
I can hear you.
Oh,
Can
damn
you
it.
hear me?
Yes, we can.
Damn
hear
it! Damn
We
it!
can hear
Damn
you.
it! Never mind.
Cool. So, being able to be better place to actually hear myself and do this, I am going to say that yes, puts his hands down, doesn't try anything funny business, and that brings us to Echo's turn so that Echo can fully complete
All
the
right.
duct tape.
So, starting with this fucker right here, duct taping his hands behind his back, duct taping his ankles, duct taping his mouth.
I feel like all
It is-
three full action though.
That's fine. I'll make that my. Well, I guess then, could I get hands on both of them in a single turn? Or no? I kind of assumed it. I assumed it was going to be a one turn each thing, so that's fine. This guy is the boss. He seems more dangerous. I'm going to tape him the fuck up. And it's a DC 20 to get out, just so you know. DC 20 strength to get out.
Damn.
Good.
Yep, I looked it up when I picked up the duct tape, baby.
Yeah.
All right, so
It's all
yeah,
coming
so
together.
she comes around. So she does that. This fucker is taped up, and she wants to like drag him back and just put his ass against the wall right here for now, so he's out of the way.
This one here?
Yeah, that works.
Okay. All right.
And then is just gonna step down here to the other side of this one and say, "You're next, sweetheart. No funny business." That's gonna be the end of my turn.
Okay. Alpha, while that's happening, it is your turn next. Charlie, you're on deck. Alpha, what are you doing as this is happening?
Well,
Frisk him, take the rest of his shit.
What?
Said, frisk him,
Take
his shit.
I want to like creep open the door, but this guy doesn't have his mouth taped shut yet, and I want him to yell out.
That's true.
What kind of handle is on this door? Is it a push? Well, I guess if it was a push bar, that would be coming the other direction. Does it swing in
I
or
was
out?
going to say
Correct.
it swings out towards you
It has
guys.
to.
It is a handled version on that side. Yeah, for exit safety. Thank
New York
you.
City Fire Code,
Pensiopedia.
baby.
I'd like to go to the door and
No full violations.
ever so gingerly see if because we knocked on the door the first time. Did somebody open the door for us, or did we open it?
No, you
No,
guys just opened
we just
it.
opened it.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try to stealthily creep the door open to peek inside and see, because I know there are other people in there, or I assume. I guess I don't know. I assume there are other people in there, and I don't know what Charlie's up to in there. So I want to check in on her.
I'm good.
I will take a stealth.
Well, I don't know.
No. Oh, the rogue beefs it.
Oh.
Okay. Do you have inspiration?
I do. I'm gonna burn inspiration because I feel like making a lot of noise at this point would be very dangerous.
It would be bad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
That's
Okay. All right.
Much
All right.
better. Much better.
You find the most delicately balanced click, like finding the right tumbler with a set of lockpicks, and you find just enough resistance and force while playing with the handle to feel the pull in the bar so that the door opens, and you get just a sliver of light. And as you do, just at the edge of your tiny window of vision, you do in fact see one more soldier in a trained gun-up stance, advancing on Charlie's position. What you can assume is Charlie's position because the gun is drawn and they're advancing out of your line of sight. But the door is open a crack. And the NLFA lieutenant is the one who's duct taped and silent right after you. But they...
And the other guy is disarmed.
Correct.
So, yeah.
Look of frustration and terror in their eyes. Actually, the lieutenant looks like he wants to murder all three of you, I think. And you just hear some gagging through the sort of the half mask cover, protective. You see the goggles and the full helmet. But it is Charlie's turn after that incapacitation, which is most important.
Yep.
Charlie, what are you doing?
So, GM, I'd like to use something that I haven't used at all yet. And that is a special thing called a trick. Because we all have, as part of this wonderful system, plans and tricks. And this trick is a trick of mine that I have not yet used.
Yes, Bard, you may proceed.
And it's a trick. It's a trick actually that it's not very Bard-like actually. It's called Disappearing Act. And it says, by misdirecting onlookers with sleight of hand or trickery, you can take the hide action even if you would normally have no way to hide.
Nice.
You were the perfect person to send in there.
It's almost like it was meant to be. Roll an influence die and add it to your stealth result. You remain hidden from any targets that you pass your check against without the need for cover or darkness for the remainder of your turn. After your turn, you remain hidden only if you could normally hide from a target. Okay. So, with that, Charlie will scuttle, and going as far as she can, staying close.
That's after a stealth roll, though.
No. First, it's a run, and then it's a disappearing act trick.
Got it.
So she gets out of line of sight from this fucker because of the walls of the cubicle, and then just to her innate ability, and I can only imagine like disappearing act is like she sees like maybe like half of the cloth and fabric of of part of the cubicle is like torn. She like sticks her whole body inside of it and tries to disappear from this guy rolling stealth with an influence die.
All right, roll me a stealth with an influence die.
Cool beans. Here we go. So this is one of my 2 influence dies. Hopefully.
And that would be a contested perception, right?
That is correct. It is based on the perception if they are looking for me, but I remain hidden based on the stealth, even though I, quote, as it says, have no place to hide. Right?
Nice. Oh wait,
that's his perception.
That's
what you gotta beat.
I gotta beat that, but I have.
But you do have an influence die.
I do have an influence die.
Okay. All right.
D6 or D8 now, Matt?
It's a D6.
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 Okay.
So
you'll still be beaten.
Nerds.
I have inspiration that you just gave.
Yes.
To me, sir.
Go. Do it.
Which I will use for this. And I didn't. I used it for no reason whatsoever.
Oh,
I did the same thing earlier, and also on a stealth roll. I feel you.
So yeah, dice. You failed for the last time.
Why do the dice suddenly love me when I'm the DM?
It's fine. It happens. It happens to us all.
Yeah,
so Charlie like sticks her whole body inside, and then she's like, "Fuck!" fuck, and because she can't move. She's stuck, and half of her body is sticking out of this goddamn cubicle, and her legs are inside of it.
Great. That is a terrifying
Amazing.
visual to have happen as this NLF.
You fucked up again, Patrick.
Damn it. everybody take a drink.
Yeah, that's my action, is that trick.
Fine. Yeah, nope, that's the major action. Any bonus or
just
reactive? No.
Praying to God. Praying to God. There we go. That's my reaction.
Praying to God is a free
Oh,
action.
you are a cult leader.
Praying to God.
Praying to yourself is a free action.
Praying to myself.
Dear me.
Remember, kids, don't forget to pray for each other, but don't forget to pray for yourself.
I give you inspiration, Patrick, but you're the GM.
Got it. With that, I think you are going to dive and think, oh God, oh God, oh God. As we cut to Delta.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
Delta, you have the gun trained.
I got the gun trained.
I
know.
Guns.
I've disarmed him.
Mhm.
I know that Charlie is on the other side, having given the signal with no answer, and is probably like freaking out at this point. So I think what Delta does is try to speed up the process and pulls out her stun gun and stuns him.
That is a disadvantaged Constitution because he's right in front of you, tied up and not expecting this in the middle of agreeing to what you guys said. So yeah. I'm gonna write Constitution check on that.
Yeah. Con save DC 13.
Nah.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah. He ain't making that.
Yeah, no, 4, absolutely. Just right to the exposed flesh. Absolutely not. 13,
Okay.
no fucking way.
Yeah.
He's gonna take 4 damage on
Great.
that one.
Oh, snap.
So we're gonna.
And he's stunned for a round.
Yep.
And he's stunned for a round, so she'll just that he's stunned, she'll I don't want to move close to that guy even tied up, but she'll just taking advantage of the fact that he's stunned, she'll just explain to the other two, it's the fucking fixer.
Who's the fucking fixer?
The voice on the radio. He's here. And we need to get in there.
Pointing at the loose wires in their bandanas.
Yeah.
Great. Love it. Good. 6-second interaction, which brings us to the other NLFA soldier who is going to open fire on Charlie. With that dive and stealth. It is going to be...
I'm prone. Does it give me anything?
Yeah, a higher chance of getting owies.
From a ranged attack?
Is it not ranged?
No.
Like,
so here's the thing. In this particular instance, the prone and the fact that you are in a barely armor effective flimsy piece of cardboard, I'm going to say that yes, it is going to be a -2 to hit.
Fair.
Because they don't know where you decided to climb into the decrepit furniture.
Fair.
But I think -2 is fair, and prone will be a problem for next turn.
Yep. Let it begin.
As the shot is fired off in your direction, that is an 8, and you are absolutely fine, but you definitely feel the perforations from the square that you are in. Dulls coming through angles.
Too.
Yeah.
And yes, all of you hear that.
oh,
Which
Alpha,
means... Yep.
Well, shit.
did you want your gun back? Because she'll give it back to you at this point if you want it. But your Beretta.
And I have combat music. There we go.
She's got a Glock as well as a stun gun.
If you hand it to me, I will take it from you guys.
Yeah, so she'll hand you back the Beretta because she's now got whatever the gun is that the lackey had. She's got a Glock and a stun gun. So I think Delta is
I will take
armed
that
enough.
Armed to the teeth.
Put it in its. I'm holding the shotgun, so I will put it in its proper place on my person.
Okay.
Where that is, you'll never know.
Feel like some more people descended initiative, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we did the best we could.
We did.
Not only was it a valiant effort, it was just a complicated plan. And the dice are really not in your favor today.
Nah,
exactly. The dice are being dicks.
We got rid of 2 people that we didn't have to worry about now.
Great. I'm gonna respect
Echo,
this.
can you just chunk this other guy down the
let
stairwell?
us finish this round.
And
holy shit!
I mean,
like,
to be
not
perfectly
even,
honest,
not even
I was
down
thinking
just down this shaft and then
yeah.
rejoin. Okay, because I'm like, we
already,
cannot leave loose ends behind us.
No.
Already kind of planning on it. So yeah.
God, no loose ends. Throws him down 79 flights of stairs.
If I had the strength for it, that would have happened on my turn, but I don't.
God.
So, and I
Panic
gotta play.
tasering is so much more on brand.
Yes.
That's not panic. That is action economy, is what that is. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not psychotic. My character's just written that way.
Yep, it's fine. It's fine.
Right.
Just wait till you're doing it.
Ron
Ron comes back around.
It's a good thing this guy is stunned since he definitely just heard a gunshot.
Yeah.
About to be his turn, but thankfully, because you did successfully stun him for a round, nothing happens on that turn.
Oh,
Echo,
look, it's
you are up.
starting.
Alpha, you're on deck.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. Bloody hell. I really want to get in there.
Open the door. Help me.
I know. Shit. As much as I want to throw him over the stairs right now, she just heard a gunshot and she got to go. So she's going to smack the duct tape into Delta's hands and say, deal with this one. I got to go. And she's going to push right past Alpha through this door that he already had partway open and just kick it open. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gonna jump up on top of this desk, look at this fucker right there and say, "No, motherfucker, this is a robbery."
Guys, if we don't cram in all of the quotes, are we really doing a 90s theme movie correctly?
And she's gonna shoot him with her 44 Magnum, 17 to hit.
Oh my goodness! Like
max damage.
Not gonna. Penetration type 3 beats penetration type 2. So the armor doesn't help at all.
Damage.
Yep, 13 ballistic damage is not great, as he was busy aiming in another direction and just you popped up and fired.
Nice,
absolutely
good.
Helpful. Definitely beats the AC.
Fantastic work. It must be noted that this gun is loud. So if they weren't coming already, they definitely
are now.
He is now.
I think his gun was loud too. So
Yeah.
It wasn't a silenced submachine gun, I'll tell you that.
And
it's fine.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That was my move. That was my action. I don't. Ooh. Maybe. Oh no, I haven't taken any damage yet, so I can't do that. All right. No, I'm good. That's all I got right now. I'm good.
Perfect.
Suck it, bitches. I'm standing on a desk waving a gun.
And the battle music cowbell is kicking in, which brings us to the top of initiative with Alpha.
All right, so you shot at the guy up north of the cubicles, correct?
Could have used more cowbell.
Right
honestly, I really could.
Okay. All right.
Oh, we reached the lock-in.
I don't see any others other than there's one all the way back here now.
There's one all the way down here.
Beautiful to have a view to a murder.
What is the guy at the bottom of the map? Do I see him?
You do barely see a helmet moving over the cubicles in your direction quickly.
Oh, I feel like I need to try to take out at least one of these guys. So I'm going to move.
What's got a fever? More reagent 18.
Oh no!
Don't do that while I'm drinking. Don't do that while I'm drinking.
Turnabout is fair play.
How dare you? God.
How do I find my move speed?
This is how I burn out on the channel.
I'm pretty sure it's just 30.
Your move should be 30, which is approximately 6 squares. Or we could try an athletic vaulting to try and do a straight jump over some of the cubicles, but I can pull it up on your character sheet here.
No, I don't need to go very far. I just want to make sure I can get there.
Yeah, I'm going to say base 30 because I see nothing, so that should mean also no penalties.
So I'm going to
no,
move...
speed 30, top of the page.
Oh, I see it. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move to here.
Okay.
And take a shot with my shotgun at the guy up top.
Yep.
Can I still see you? Yeah. Okay, good.
I
gotta be able to see and hear you to help.
And I'm trying to see. Okay, I am within 5 feet of Echo, so I do get vital strike. But I do not get advantage.
Does your shotgun have like a cone thing? Like, does it do that with your shotgun? Or no?
What?
It probably. I would imagine it. I mean, shotguns do have a cone, but he's only 20 feet away, so that cone is not going to be more than about.
Oh, Patrick's been left in the dust with all their new measuring tools in Roll20, baby.
Right, you gotta. When you click on the ruler, you can choose to do line, square, circle, cone, or beam.
Yeah. And you can even change. This is new. I think relatively, like maybe a month ago. You can change the cone degree. So this is like a normal, like this is a 45-degree cone. But if you want to change it to a 60-degree cone, it goes this.
Oh no!
Guys, technology's amazing. We should support AI.
No.
Wait.
No.
It gets better. It gets better. Ready? Hold on. Oh wait, I'm changing.
You can
things.
make it linger
yes,
so that it just
the
stays
fade
there.
delays. It delay.
Do you have to let it linger?
I'm gonna make it a rounded
you can also,
cone.
Yep, round it.
And then
dueling cones.
It's a rave.
This has gone on.
The breakdance fighting.
That's what.
This is the
that's
best
what we like
use
to
of
call
airtime, guys.
But you can also do like these guys.
Oh
now.
God!
Your
that's
AOE's.
We've lost the whole chat.
Yeah.
Everybody in chat is
Orange
left.
is
Sorry,
fireball.
It's
done.
over. The whole thing is over.
Well,
to answer your question,
thank
yes,
you to Maeve for sticking around for that for 5 minutes.
I believe there is a cone,
Love you,
but the
maybe.
degree of cone from a shotgun is pretty
Nice.
narrow, especially at 30
Great.
feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
maybe a 3-inch diameter or 3-inch cone by the time it gets.
Well, you know what she says?
All
3
right,
inches is enough sometimes.
That's
Yo.
Sorry,
said that.
sorry.
Taking
I heard
away
Let
your
all the
DM
other ones
inspiration
go
for
by.
that.
He's a grower, not a shower. It's fine. Whatever.
Yo, Alpha, shoot this guy. There you go.
Great. 13
Did you
attack
make it?
is going to hit. Penetration value is going to beat
thank
the
God.
armor. And vital strike for 11 damage. How would you like to do this?
Oh shit! Right off the bat.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I did hit him for 13 to start.
You kind of blew a giant hole in him, yeah.
You did great.
Yeah, I kind of think that
Team.
like I don't run to that position. I do the very purposeful ADS
Terminator walk?
towards
Yep.
him and shoot mid walk. That basically shoots his face off.
Face.
Okay.
Nice.
Nice. Nope. Take the inspiration point for throwing it in.
IDs.
We gotta make it low key every time we make the references.
Yes.
Absolutely fine. Take your movement space.
That's where I'm going to end up there.
Great.
Wait, but I get dash as a bonus action.
You do.
So
Yeah,
As a
Roadie,
rogue
rogue.
and level 5.
that means I get to go 60
Mm-hmm.
Well, another 30, basically.
and it 30 plus. I get to go a total of 60 more.
No,
or I get to go a total of
didn't
30
you-
more.
Didn't you get
Total of 30
what
more.
was it, for this round?
I
Yeah,
moved
so
30
you're-
for this round.
so you
So I
got
get to go another 30.
You get another
30 more.
30.
Yes.
What am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's 30.
Great.
Right, 5
Six.
is 30.
6 is 30.
6 is 30.
Booyah. I want to be prepared for this next guy down here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
I see it.
Nice.
I like it.
And then I pump the pump action of the shotgun.
Necessary. Bonus action. All right. As that happens, the NLFA lieutenant is
Sorry to be a dick.
Yeah.
Shotgun pump action. The reload is an action.
Oh.
Wait, how many? It only has.
We gave
It
you
only
a
has one
back.
round.
So it has it only shoots one round at a time. But the next turn, you have to use your action
It
to
is.
reload
It is
it.
a pump action shotgun. What is swapping a weapon? Is that a full action?
It's a bonus. I'll take it.
I'll drop the shotgun and pull out my
Oh damn!
pistol.
I
gave
gave
you
it
the
to
Beretta
Delta.
back.
Oh, you did.
No,
Yeah, she gave it
I
back.
gave the
Let's give it
Beretta
back.
Right.
I
When you
gave it
take.
back.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'm glad you did that.
Yep.
Me too.
Great. As you advance on that spot, pistol is drawn. The NLFA lieutenant at disadvantage is going to try and wriggle around on the floor in the direction of Delta, but it is not great and not subtle. as he tries to squirm along the floor here. But it is going to be Charlie's turn before we return to that cinematic smash.
Jesus, yeah. Charlie pulls herself out of the goddamn cubicle because that was a fucking nightmare.
It was a choice.
Mess. Yeah, it was a choice. Choices are bad. That one was bad. Charlie will take this this machine gun on her back, and sort of pull herself out, crouch, run down to the end of the cubicles, and just peer around the corner with the gun in a very, very bad posture, like just sort of like not trained, not held with the stock against her chest. She just is like, "Fuck! Where are they? Are they down there?" It's just like she's like shouting over at Echo.
Great.
There's bullets flying everywhere! Oh my god, the glass!
You don't hear or see anything right now, and none of the bullets have gone in those directions.
Cool. Then as a... Yeah, go ahead.
Echo points in a long diagonal towards the one that Alpha is slowly stalking towards.
Okay.
And she's like, that fucker over there.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Other direction's good for me. And Charlie will just, like, scoot around the corner and then go and use her action to dash. 5, 10,
Great.
15, 20,
Dash
25, 30. Done.
Okay. That brings us to Delta. Delta, what are you doing on your turn?
So, the lieutenant rolling up like that, is there anything that he can do this round?
He can definitely try and throw his full physical weight at you next round.
Next round, but he can't do anything.
For you to stop both of these because you did not finish wrapping up the second one.
He's still stunned.
He is still stunned, but he is not fully duct taped. So you have one who's about to come out of stun and one who's trying to make your life more difficult.
Okay.
Currently wrapped in duct tape.
Since he's still stunned,
mm-hmm.
Talk to me about action economy. Because he's not able to struggle, can I use just an action, just a bonus action to duct tape him? What can I do here?
It would be a full action to duct tape the unduct taped one.
Even though he's stunned?
Correct.
All right. Okay.
Stun just means he doesn't get to use actions. Doesn't mean it doesn't take any less energy or effort to do the thing.
I'm with you there.
All right. All right, then I'll do what I was planning. Like, full round action, I don't get to move. I'd still be in the hallway with the guy.
Move. It's just your action, not full round. It doesn't take up everything.
Yeah.
It just means it is your action.
Right.
Okay.
Like you can't attack anybody.
Sorry, full action, not bonus action. When I understand the wording issue. Yes.
Okay. Great.
It would consume your major.
It's not
action
Pathfinder, Megan.
To do the thing.
There are so many game systems that live in my head, so just gotta ask sometimes.
I knew. I heard where you were at.
Yeah.
I'm up to 9, I think, in my brain these days.
I don't even know anymore. I've lost track.
Oh, you make me laugh with your 9.
Okay. What Delta's going to do then is she's going to use her full action to duct tape, same as Echo did, ankles, wrists, and mouth. But before she duct tapes his mouth, she's going to take her gum and she's going to spit it directly in his mouth, in his open mouth, before she duct tapes him, so that the chances of him choking to death are higher.
God.
Nice. I thought I was cold-blooded. Shit, I was just gonna throw him down the stairs.
She's got revenge on the brain, so and she's gotta get out.
I am actually actively looking for wherever that open flapping window I hear is, just because I want to know.
Psychopaths Anonymous.
It's one of the
How
ones down here. I think
I
it's
should
that
probably
one.
zoom way the fuck out. Which one is it?
It's this one down here.
Okay, down there, near where that guy is with Alpha. Cool.
The one at the start of the blown papers.
Yeah. Megan, I'll allow it, but I need a dex check to get it in his mouth.
Right.
That's definitely what she said.
Get out. Go wait in the car.
Just straight dex?
I'll be in the car.
It's a little curved, but yeah.
Let's see. 9.
That's a save, not a check.
Oh,
That's, yeah.
Sorry. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing, but there.
Hey.
Just well, there you go.
The same thing.
His eyes go wide as you, in the weirdest form, get right up near his face and just spit freshly chewed bubblegum in his mouth. Then begin spending the rest of your action tying him on up.
Yep.
And
then I will lose the gum. So once he's tied up and hopefully choking to death, she's going to use her movement to move in here so that she can see what she sees.
The lieutenant is going to try and trip you on that, so that is going to be a disadvantaged strength. I need you to grapple me though, because the one who's duct taped up already is trying to stop you from causing more trouble. So he's going to roll the lower of 2. Oof, 8. No, you should be able to beat that.
We'll see. Strength check or athletics?
I would allow an acrobatics to dodge this.
You would allow an acrobatics? Okay.
Let's see why not.
9.
Yeah, 9 beats 8.
Okay,
you got a penalty coming in there.
Nope, I don't. So.
Yeah, you're not thrilled by it, but also he is fully duct taped up. This was an attempt. It was valiant, but it did not succeed.
Yeah.
Anything else on your turn?
Do we hate it if I slam the door closed behind me and put a wall between us? So she's gonna close the door.
I think that would be the extent I would allow.
That's fine. But I also have just a bit more movement, so I'm trying to see what I can see as she comes through the door.
Great.
Got 3 more. I think what she's gonna do is she's just gonna come here, closer to Delta, and she's just gonna duck. Is what she's gonna do, and then that's Delta Dawn.
Alrighty.
Not her real name.
I feel like the only reason Delta did that is because Megan was tired of chewing gum.
I mean, also my jaw does hurt, but
2 things can be true at once.
You were
true.
committed.
I truly am, and don't worry,
We'll
she
never
has
know.
a pack of gum in her. She did pick up a pack of gum in the load up, so we'll come back. It's just she was also like, there's very little I can do to try to truly off this guy. What can I do?
Amazing.
Gum
It's the best thing
in
you
a
could have
duct taped
done.
mouth.
I love it. It's great.
Terrible. So yeah.
If you ever wondered what happened to Violet Beauregard, this is her story.
Oh, God.
Prison
My
Heist
category is
Blues. Blueberry.
It's good. It's good.
Blueberry was my cop name.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
That's my cop call sign.
Wow. On that, I am going to move ahead to the soldiers and get some stuff done here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shot at Alpha, but disadvantage because
Come at me, bro.
just distant.
I'll have cover from the
MP5.
cubicles, baby.
Yeah, it's not going to affect penetration value, but like I said, disadvantage. So the 7 does not.
Good.
It's Alpha. As you begin creeping towards what you saw, you do see a bunch both in front of and behind you of perforated shots as the bullets are slowed slightly by the cubicle walls, but they still punch on through, and you realize that they see you coming.
Son of a bitch.
But no hit. Whereas this one is finally unstunned and now tied up and can't do much about it. We can close that door too. You know what? Okay. Echo, it is your turn.
Cool. I'm checking. Oh, perfect. Easy breezy. I see the one who is coming up on Alpha. And I say,
Yep.
hello over there. I think Were you trying to sneak up on us, cheeky monkey? And I'm gonna shoot at him. 16.
Okay. 16 is going to hit this one. Penetration value does beat the
I had
armor.
to get the minimum. I had to balance out max damage on the last shot
totally
by
fair,
min damage on this shot.
Great, cool, good. Anything else for bonus or interact?
I was like, I kind of like my vantage point up here, but also, I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna stay on the desk for now. Fuck it.
You know what? I will say, actually, since you do have a slightly higher vantage over the cubicles, something else is observant to you, which is that far off in the corner, you see a figure, and you see the back of the figure, because the leather jacket and shaved head of your good friend, the NLSA demagogue, is strapping on a rather large, puffy backpack.
He's gonna jump out the fucking window.
And
In
we're
that
gonna
case,
start turn number 8.
Well, I was gonna say,
turn.
if I see
Beat
that
that
happening,
fucking guy.
I'm gonna start. If I see that happening,
Yep.
I'm gonna start running in that direction.
Great, cool.
So
There you
then
go.
I'll take
I'll take your movement.
my movement at 5. I was like, I really want to just like fucking monkey jump across the top of these cubicles. Can I do that? Can I cinematically like leap and run across the tops of the cubicles?
That's going to
make
be
the
an
next
athletics check of
That's fine.
15, not to beef it on thin,
Okay.
flimsy cubicle walls that are already...
I'm willing.
That's-
Athletics or acrobatics?
No, I'm going to say athletics, because you're...
Okay.
No, I
It's a
will take acrobatics.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a 1 point difference. But
14.
no,
Can
I think you make it to the first one and it sort of starts to crumble. I'm going to say that you still land on your feet, but you now land on your feet in row 1 here.
I land
Can
here.
I-
Okay.
Can I gift her my inspiration as like a reaction?
No.
Okay. it was worth a shot.
We've done it
Was that
in other games. We've let
question
people
mark
give
now?
inspiration, but okay.
I think in this one, I give
You're-
them out
you're-
very, very copiously.
Okay,
It's true. I'm sitting on 2 somehow. Like,
No, that shouldn't be
I
right.
was really hoping that the Pulp Fiction call out would get me one, but no dice.
I already gave you one earlier.
It gave me one last game.
Did I? You know what?
Whatever.
Fine. Take the. No. I've been trying to be judicious
I-
about one for everybody. Take one inspiration. Reroll.
Okay,
I'll
then
give
I'm
it.
gonna come back here
I'm a man of my word.
and we're gonna try this one more time. Come on, dice. God,
No.
nice. All right,
Back to
so
the
I
front
land
row.
here is where
Yep.
you.
The
hit
GM
me.
giveth and the dice taketh away.
The dice have fucked me on both of my inspiration rolls.
It's,
but whatever.
It's possibly the worst I've seen you roll in a while.
It's bad. I'm rolling. Aside from that one beautiful max damage shot, I am rolling like shit tonight.
I mean, I'm here for the
that-
cinematic of making this game last longer, but I am a little surprised that the dice don't love you today.
The dice hate me today. But as she takes off on this running leap just before she biffs it, she shouts out, "Motherfuckers, go to parachute!" And then
Perfect use. Perfect use. Alpha, that takes us to your turn as you hear that sentence before you round the bend.
First of all, I need to retcon my mismanagement of bonus actions last turn. I took 2 bonus actions, so instead, I'm going to use my bonus action first on this turn to pull out my pistol.
There
Okay.
you go.
That's a legal move, yes?
Yeah.
Because I can put my
Yeah.
bonus action in front, from what I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Because I used my bonus because I used my bonus action
He
to
dashed.
dash.
Oh,
And
you're
then I
absolutely right. No, it's
Stole another one to swap weapons.
I was gonna call you out on it, and then we got sidetracked, and I didn't.
Yes, because it's a bonus
So
action, not a
far
major
away.
action for ropes. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Yep. Good go.
So the first thing I do is drop my shotgun and pull
Yep.
out the Beretta, and I'm going to take aim at. How do I point again?
Just
You
hold
can
then your mouse
click and
over
hold.
it, and
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Yep.
there you go.
I'm going to take aim at this guy.
Yep.
Where is it? There it is.
Taking any movement or just trying to
shoot him?
Great.
Yeah. I do
That's
not
gonna be a -2.
get what because I'm over the cubicles.
Yeah. Okay. It is 3/4 cover, so it adds
-2 to hit.
Some bonus.
Correct.
Yes, -2 to hit essentially.
Okay. I do not get any. I do not get vital strike on this.
Correct.
Because I do not have advantage, and I'm
it's
not
near surprise. You're not advantage. Not
just
direct
a straight old shoot him.
Uppity. Here comes the uppity. It's a 22 to attack, right?
Yes.
Yes,
22
is
22 attack.
Absolutely going to hit. Penetration meets the armor value equal to or higher. Yeah, no. So now it's an armor saving throw of where are we here? DC 10 or half the damage from the attack. Run it down. So ballistic is 11. So yeah, it's 10. So I just need to roll a D20 and beat a 10 to see if the armor is fucked from that. Ooh, nat 20.
Ooh.
Okay.
Nice.
No damage, but armor is now damaged. Okay, so the armor drops down to to a penetration value 1.
Nice.
But no damage taken on that one. You hit him in the head. It sort of dings off the helmet, and the helmet flies off of him. I'm gonna say it was loosely propped on his head. Now you've got a slightly dented helmet out there, which will give some protection if someone wanted to put it on. But you shot a dead-on shot, and the helmet just straight up full metal jacketed it.
I'm going to use my move.
Yep.
But I'm going to say that I moved while shooting, same as the previous, except backwards.
Okay.
So once I see him, I start walking backwards while ADS down the pistol. And I'm going to move to get closer to friends so I can take advantage. 4, 5, 6. I'm close. Actually, I can go here and I'll be closer. Because I'm not going to get cover if he moves anyway.
Okay.
And I will end my turn. No, that's it.
Understood. Then this is going to happen. Nope, absolutely not. Charlie, it is your turn.
Charlie sights this guy down the aisle.
Oh, yeah.
Right? He's down there.
Mm-hmm.
Charlie, swivels and does her best job of aiming this machine gun and just pops.
Great.
And let's see what happens.
Hey!
Nice.
There we go.
I hit?
Absolutely a hit.
Holy
Absolutely armor
crap.
penetration. Ballistic damage does great on that one.
Nice.
Not looking
Nice.
good. Hit him between the joints. Arm sort of gets thrown back. Takes him a second to reorient, but you definitely threw off his direct aim before his turn.
Holy
Very useful.
crap. Then Charlie, after seeing that he shot him, will scream, I got him! Oh, fuck! And then she just runs around the corner. 5, 10, 15,
Love
20, 25, 30.
Delta.
Okay. So she knows Echo took off in the corner and said he's got a parachute.
Yeah.
So
And immediately started to leap up on the thing, and you just heard oh shit.
exactly.
Thunk.
I think.
I'm all right.
I think,
I'm all right.
yeah. Okay. Good. I think Delta has to assume that since Echo's one of the ones that knows that it's the fucking fixer, that's who she meant. What kind of gun did I pick up off of the lackey there?
An SMG, a proper MP5. So it's a 1d10 plus 3.
Okay.
Armor penetration. These SMG sets that Charlie has are basically the same thing.
Okay, so it
Penetration
would,
2.
because I'm apparently 155 feet away.
Range
So,
100, 200, yes.
Nice.
so I can make it.
With disadvantage.
Okay, without
Disadvantage,
with disadvantage.
but counts. Yeah.
Okay.
Within 200, you can make it a disadvantage.
Okay.
Unless you. So it doesn't frequently get handled in game the right way because I don't hear it discussed a lot. But if you wanted to move first and get within the 100, because I saw you doing your line measurement there,
Yeah.
you could get it within range of regular attack roll. You just have to Yeah, you'd have to try and vault up over a thing or like partly climb up. I would need an athletics or an acrobatics check for your interaction to get up to a vantage where you could make
Even
a clean
though
shot.
I don't have dash as a bonus action?
No, it wouldn't be a full dash, but you could do your 30 because it was 150, right?
155.
150.
Yeah.
And plus, that would, even with moving, it would put her. Yeah, she would have to move and dash to get there, and then she wouldn't be able to shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, wrong character. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Yep.
So no, yeah, just take the disadvantage roll. You'd be good.
Okay. All right.
Just be one of those sort of high aim shots that they do over the barricades.
I didn't add it to my thing. Somebody teach me how to do that really quick. Sorry.
You can search in the compendium.
Oh yeah, you can drag and drop from the compendium if you want.
Yep.
Just search SMG.
My SMG just says this was a bad brew. You do not have access to any content for everyday heroes, which is not correct. I think I didn't refresh it.
SMG. Okay.
Because if you guys have access, I should have access. I'll reset it later.
I'm trying to drag and drop.
Yep.
Is your character sheet open in a pop out?
Yes.
You have to close it from the pop out and open it so it's hovering in the middle of the window, and then you can drag and drop.
Okay, hold please. Sorry.
Yep.
Everyone.
That's the only thing that's annoying about drag and drop.
Got it. All right. Come back up. Go in. Did you do it? I was thinking that maybe it did it. Stun gun. Oh, where are you?
It should just be at the bottom of your weapons list if it works.
There we go. There we go. Okay.
Oh,
there we go.
That's gonna be a no.
Not a great hit though. That's okay.
I will burn an inspiration.
Okay.
She fucking hates this guy. So.
I hate that guy.
12.
12.
And then I think I have to. So close. Oh, so I miss anyway.
Disadvantage,
So since disadvantage. All right. In that case, then I think do I see the generator anywhere?
Yeah, the generator is over here. It's hooked up against the wall.
Where is the generator?
Over here next
Southwest.
to his little radio station.
Southwest corner.
Okay, all the way, same area. Oh, it's in his office. All right, cool.
Fuck. All right. What's the amazing story? Okay, bad guy that way.
If I can shift ping, I don't know if you guys can even see that far over or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
So the generator's right there on the thing.
And do we have eyes on the arming device?
That is a great question. Roll me a perception check while you're aiming over the cubicles. I've used the word cubicles more today than I have in 10 years. 26.
Ooh.
On a 26 perception, you do see a briefcase open on the desk, facing away from you while he's strapping the backpack on.
Nice.
Which suggests to you, if he is physically leaving with it and the briefcase is open, that there may be an arming device in addition to the actual nuke. And that he may be the one holding on to the thing that sets off the trigger, but not the total device itself. Just as crucial.
Sorry,
but an extra
point of
step.
clarification.
Yes.
I thought the nuke was in the Statue of Liberty's head, and we're just after the arming device.
You're right. I take it back. That is actually the proper way to find that. Yes. This is the thing that was in the briefcase that you're looking for that controls the actual squeezing the triggering.
Right on.
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry. You're absolutely right.
I think she's just going to say to probably Alpha and Echo, because they're probably, she doesn't want to like scream this out. But she's just going to say, we fucking can't let him go, other than just me. He's got the fucking device. And then
working on that.
Yeah, and then she's going to use her movement to just start tearing as fast as she can. And I'll do that while you guys move on, because I got to figure out which way to go.
Alrighty. Immediately after Delta's turn, the NLFA demagogue gets to go. And Delta, in the worst fucking infuriation of all, you hear through the radio microphone, "Well, you cool cats, it sounds like someone's trying to break our party up a little bit early tonight. Nice try, but no luck." And then both through the earpiece and out loud, you hear the shattering of glass.
No!
Fuck.
And
Yeah,
a bunch
you
of
knew it
noise
wouldn't be
as the
this
microphone disengages from the station. And just over the limb, you see, and everybody hears a rush of wind, though you're all in decent standings right now for it, as 2 more corners of glass are blown out from the 79th floor of the Empire State Building. And wind rushes into your terrain. The NLFA soldier over here is going to move in this direction and try and take a fire at Echo, which is the first one he sees as he is sweeping.
Hit me, brah. Hit me.
19 to hit, 9 damage.
Yep.
2 penetration
Okay.
on the armor value.
I don't give a shit about hurting my armor, so I don't care about armor. It is only 6 damage because of my damage reduction.
Yep.
There.
There you go.
Damn, that's nice.
Yep. And I look at him and I say, "I got your number, sweetheart."
That's as far as you can get.
We love it. Elsewhere. Nope. Never mind. Echo, you're up. Alpha, you're on deck.
All right. Shit. I was gonna shoot the demagogue. Shoot this fucker. Shoot the demagogue. Shoot this fucker. Who should I shoot?
The demagogue, shoot the fucking
I think
parachute!
he jumped out though, right? Didn't he?
No, he's still there. I can see him.
He
He only
he's
shot out the
blown
windows. He
door.
hasn't jumped out yet.
I mean,
And then I point my gun at this fucker and I say, "I'll be back for you, asshole." And then I'm gonna, not gracefully, I'm just gonna scramble over cubicles to take my movement this way.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah,
so
it's difficult terrain. Not
5,
impossible, but
10,
irritating.
15, 20, 25, I think. Is that close enough? Nope, one more. 30. Boom. And now
It's in range. Yep.
it's in
Take a
range.
shot.
So I'm going to shoot at him with the mag. Come on, baby. 24 to hit.
24 is going to be a hit. But
7 ballistic, and I really hope I tear a hole in his parachute.
Yes.
his penetration is AV3, so we have to roll off, and I have to beat.
On the parachute or
No,
on
it's
his
with-
physical body?
It's his whole physical body with the armor.
Yeah.
So it's going to be
So
beating a 10 on the armor value. Ooh, 4 does not. So the damage goes through. 7 damage to him. And
Good,
Sarah,
good.
since we get to play
Yeah.
60-40, tell me, do you want over 60 or under 40 for the chances of perforating the parachute?
oh lord.
under 40.
Under 40.
Come on,
Under 40.
come on.
24.
Yeah.
The dice hating me has finally worked in my favor.
You see,
You didn't roll it, see?
you see a stagger forward as he takes 7 damage. You're not sure how helpful it was, but you've definitely at least made it a little bit more difficult for whatever he is planning to do, or however far he's going to be getting here. And you do actually manage. Again, it's a fully packed at this point, so we don't know how much is going on. But you did manage to perforate the backpack, and maybe with enough,
Nice.
riddling it, we could cause some real trouble here with your original plans, because it's a long way down.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I'm good. I'm gonna
Cool.
hang. I'm gonna chill.
That brings us to Alpha. Alpha is the start of your turn,
All right.
and then the
going-
whole round too.
To grab the right tool. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here.
Yep.
And I'm going to shoot
Yep.
down at this fucker
Nice.
Yep.
with the old Retta.
Yep. You get your bonus for rogue because you're next to your partner. 26 is absolutely a hit, vital and ballistic. How would you like to whiff this one?
Nice.
Not whiff. Completely
Nice.
eliminate this
Yes,
one.
good.
Nice.
I feel like I crouch down before I start to move so that he can't see me move around, and literally just like peek around the edge of that cubicle as he's facing to the right of this map, looking for me. I shoot him from the side.
Hell yeah!
And somewhere in the neck area.
I think with the force with which you knock him out, it also blows open this window here, next to the other one.
Nice.
So now you've got 2 problems, and I'm actually going to make this fun for you guys, because with all of this zigging and zagging, we are creating some wind vortexes here.
Oh boy!
And I am going to need everybody. Where are we? I know there was.
I need to know. Does he fall out of the window?
Yeah, totally.
Oh shit!
Sucked out the window. Nice.
I think for the kill, it's absolutely worth it for the visual, because the only thing he would have been blown against would have been the glass. And it's less than 10 feet. So the
John
the
Woo all up in this piece. Everybody's
hell yeah.
Okay. You can feel the winds kicking off. There is no damage from that distance, though. There is no difficult terrain from that distance. But there is definitely a lack of joy coming from the windows that are wide open, as 79 stories up is not protected.
Yeah.
Great. The NLFA lieutenant is gonna try. Nope. Okay.
Okay.
Charlie.
Good.
How much did I hear that the NFLA lieutenant speak? Do you think that I heard him for like a minute or so?
Ooh. No, unfortunately, you guys did get it done in less than like 2 rounds.
Okay.
No, she's talking about when she spoke to him before.
Yeah, before
we actually went into initiative.
Yeah, before I came in, when
the guy outside.
No, the downstairs one or the upstairs one?
The guy upstairs. When I came in crying.
Technically, no, because it was only 2 checks.
Okay.
That'd be about 12 seconds.
All right, no worries.
I would say it's a full minute.
If that's the case, then I will.
I mean, I would allow the roll that you're going for to disadvantage.
Nah. I want sure things here. I will. As a bonus action, I will scream out to Francisco, who I think is within 60 feet of me. Let's double check. No, he's not.
Oh. He will after movement, though.
I will move first.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm pretty sure he would be at 60 feet from here to me now. Oh, balls!
Oh, you could have moved on a diagonal.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to take it back.
No.
So 5, 10, 20, 25.
Do it.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Fuck!
No, you need to be in this column.
I know, I can't reach it. I can't, I'm here.
You know what? Desperation, adrenaline, things Charlie's not comfortable with. Your choice, athletics or acrobatics.
Yeah, say if you jumped over, you just need to jump up onto that. Yeah, right there. Scramble over the wall.
Sure.
Scramble one wall.
I'm too far away. I need to get closer.
Right.
If I'm going to do something.
So I can yell at you.
So I can yell at you.
Yeah. That's the one. Yeah. What do you want to yell?
I say...
This is Sparta.
No, I say... Francisco, whatever you do, don't jump out that window. If you do, you'll jump to your death. And I would like nothing more than to see you fucking fall. And so I will go ahead and yell that with demoralize.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice.
So
vicious mockery, I see.
He needs to make a wisdom saving throw against my trick DC.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. What's the DC?
Let me check. It would be proficiency bonus plus my charisma modifier, which is 5, so it'll be a... Oh, crap. That's not possible. So it's 8 plus 8. 16.
Yeah.
Oh.
Damn.
He's good. He's good. He's good. He only had a +1 too. He had a +1. Well, that was my bonus action. Tonight. Wait, that was my bonus action.
All right. Yeah.
The good news is I can do it as my action too.
Oh, nice.
So, hearing not the sound of glass, I will say, Francisco, you and I were never fucking friends. And I want you to know...
Tommy Rico. You know his name is Tommy Rico when he was the fixer. Francisco's his cover name in here.
Oh, yeah. Francisco, Tommy Rico, whatever the fuck you call yourself now. We were never friends. And I want to let you know something. I would never have let you into my goddamn cult. You piece of shit.
Very different, demoralizing.
You got standards.
Ooh.
There you go.
Go fuck yourself. Now, with that, I'll tell you what this does.
That one hurt.
So demoralize.
I really wanted to be in your cult.
Yeah, you're one ugly motherfucker. Where it is? Here we go. Core. The demoralize action. The target has disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And attack rolls against me have advantage. Sorry, attack rolls against him have advantage. This effect. So this is more than just like your standard bardic
vicious mockery.
Mockery. This is some crazy bullshit.
Okay.
For two reasons. Number one, if he jumps out that window with a busted parachute, he's gonna need to make an ability check roll. He's gonna be doing that at disadvantage. If you motherfuckers want to shoot him, be my guest. You'll have advantage. That's it.
Nice.
I'm done.
This lasts till your next turn?
This lasts till the end of my next turn.
Nice.
Excellent.
I'm done.
Where am I? All right.
Delta, you're up.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna measure something.
Oh, and I also needed to since I totally didn't when it happened.
All right. 125. So if I move my full 30.
Oh, the Patrick's so happy playing with the sound effects on Syrinscape.
I really do, guys.
You're fun.
I was a Foley artist in my last life.
25, 30. Jump here. Hold on. Let me measure again. So I think that'll do it. So she's gonna shoot him.
Okay.
At advantage, right, Matt?
Yep, at advantage.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
So first one. Oh, only a 9.
Advantage.
Yep.
8.
Balls.
Blind with rage. Delta cannot.
You failed me, Delta.
Literally can't even.
I can't even with this guy.
I don't have any more inspiration. I have 1 inspiration. So I'm going to use my inspiration.
All right.
And I'm going to do it one more time. Come on.
Chances say outlook is positive.
It's possible. Let's do it. Come on.
Anything's possible.
And one more?
Oh, no, it's just 1.
Oh, yeah.
It's just another... Inspiration is...
Advantage, though.
Yeah, but she just rolled.
But it's a... I know. Oh.
Technically, yeah.
Right. Never mind. I'm sorry.
And all 3 are failed.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. My brain hurts. Yes, I got you.
I'm with you.
It's 1:30.
That's right. Don't you worry. As that happens,
motherfucker,
bullets flying, you see him spin, you see him look at it. He turns, he hears Charlie, he sees the bullets flying from Delta and from Echo. And he's just going to turn, salute, step off the edge.
And fall to his goddamn death, I swear to God.
At disadvantage.
Come on.
Disadvantage.
Did he grab the briefcase, or is it still on the desk?
Oh no, the briefcase is open and facing away from you, suggesting that he grabbed whatever he needed to.
It's got it in his hand.
Okay.
It might, if he
That is
dies.
a 10. 10 is the check because you get a bonus from the parachute.
What about a punctured parachute?
At an angle, not going quite as fast as he'd like. You see 3 holes, not enough to completely stop the parachute. You see it careening at an angle. It's not a perfect glide down the street away from you. You see him definitely warbling and doing, but unfortunately from this height, y'all can't chase out unless one of you wants to take a flying leap onto that parachute.
Nope.
No, I'm not.
Delta will just have to continue to be infuriated when we pick up next time for Act 2, Part 2, Encounter number 6 of Escape from New York.
Jeez.
Guys, so well done. The tension I feel on this Zoom call is radiating off of the fingertips. We are all pissed off at the dice. We are all biting our nails. And we hope those of you who have managed to stick with us through every single one of our ADHD tangents today is enjoying this as much as we are. Matt, do we have any announcements or promotions before we do our sign-offs?
I would just like to thank our sponsors. Of course, the most audio pleasing one is Syrinscape, who has been our amazing sponsor for the entire run of our Escape from New York.
Yay!
We also have our awesome sponsors, Roll20, of course, which we use for all of our games here on Slices and Dices, as well as our relatively new sponsors, Czepeku Maps, Into the AM Apparel, and Monument Sound. Those three are our awesome sponsors. We love you. We thank you. We thank you for giving you all, for you giving us all of your stuff, and for us giving you back what you like to see, which is shelling for money. There you go. I'm done. That was awkward.
No, you're not done, because you are also the first person I would like to talk. And please tell the audience where they can find you, Mr. Matthew.
Okay. Well, if we're going to go about that one. Hi, everybody. My name's Matt, and you can find me here running shit very, very poorly here on our Twitch channel and our YouTube channel, Slices and Dices.
Spray bottle.
Listen, it takes a village. And this village is the one that you see arrayed on all sides of me. The games that we play here on Slices and Dices are varied and many. This is one of my favorites, certainly in recent history. So we play D&D, we play Call of Cthulhu, we play Alien RPG, we play Blade Runner, we play Star Wars 5e. There's just a list of shit that I can go through. And this now, Escape from New York as part of the Everyday Hero system, super duper super fun, and I'm happy to have us all together doing this. You can catch us here on Slices and Dices Thursdays and Fridays for the most part, with the occasional Monday, Sunday, Saturday Twitch stream, but it'll come up on YouTube probably a little bit afterwards. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna pop in Discord, the Discord link here in our Twitch chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and give us a like, give us a subscribe, and then you'll also see the link for the Discord in the doobly-doo below. I'm done. Move to other people more important than I.
Doubling our due over to Delta. Megan, where can people find you online? Or in person?
Online, you can find me on Instagram or in our Discord at Megan Lenapp. In person, who knows? You'll just have to look for random redheads on the street and hope it's me. In the meantime, Delta is going to sign off by hoping that the Bubblegum Killer becomes her newest moniker. Thank you and good night.
Love it.
I hate it. Take your inspiration point back. God damn it.
Yes!
Sliding on down the side there to Echo. Sarah, where can people find you?
Hello. I'm Sarah. You can find me on the interwebs at Lovely Llama on the social media platform of your choice. Whether or not I've posted anything there recently, it's crapshoot. Who knows? You can also find me here on Slices and Dices most Fridays and many Thursdays playing almost every system that we run. I'll be back tomorrow night for Star Wars 5e, so I'll be remembering how to play that because it's been a while. And yeah,
it's like riding a tauntaun.
That's what I got. It'll freeze to death out there.
It'll freeze before you reach the first marker.
Oh god.
And from
there you go,
sliding back to the beginning to look at Mr. Alpha. Marcus, can you please tell people where they can find you online or in person or wherever on the internet?
Yeah, I'm on social media, NYC Cooper. However, I did just recently start recording or streaming me playing League of Legends really, really poorly, which I think is pretty funny. And that is actually at Beardy Beardface. And I'm going to start doing more me playing video games bad.
Is your
Perfect.
channel literally called
Nice.
Beardy Beard Face?
Yes.
I'm dope. First of all, number one, awesome name. Number two,
Well done.
I'm going to your fucking thing right now and I'm giving you a follow.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Thank you. You'll be number 3, I think.
Awesome. Rockin' awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been your game master for the evening, your GM in the PM, Mr. PM. My name is Patrick Marin. I am frequently here on the channel with these lovely people so often, so frequently. We all need to go to bed more often, which brings me to the sign off as I continue to try and hammer it into something perfect. Take it easy out there. You don't know what level other people are playing life at, and none of us take enough long rests.
Mm.
So
Have
good.
a lovely evening, and we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.